few seconds as this game, set, match, the shot, the denial, it goes all the way in overtime!
Yeah, you played Baltimore, so Hunter went out.
Oh, well, yeah, I had to.
Look at Socket, laying in the
Socket?
laying in the damage, going in revenge for their honey.
No way!
They call him Socket Wappy!
We do love all the players, even the ones we shit talk. We love you all. We love you all.
Inside the fight, right in there, in deep. Rain Boss has arrived. They're taking up all the damage. You can flew your.
We're winning the whole thing this year. Mark my words. EVU, Ohio, Purdue, Northwest, hey, every single one of you, get ready. Get locked in.
Why? Those don't go in. It goes off the sideboard. are.
So tiring and stressful, but no, I had so much fun. We met a lot of really great teams, and then bond as a team together.
Unified welcomes you to the following presentation of the Midwest Esports Conference. Here at the MEC, we partner with schools all over the Midwest to create premier gaming experiences. Welcome to the MEC. Enjoy the show. Welcome, everybody, to the Midwest Esports Conference. This is Thursday of week number 2. My name is Mechatronic. I'm here tonight with Mavs, and we are here to bring you Valorant.
Oh yeah, back at it again. Week number 2. I mean, these games have been great so far, from what I've seen.
They have been quite fun. Tonight, though, we do get to see a team that we've already seen on stream tonight. We had a couple of reschedules and workarounds. So tonight we will get to see Drury against Cornell College. You may remember them from last week when we saw Cornell College, but we have yet to see Drury in the MAC, at least on stream.
Yeah, no, I mean, Drury we haven't seen them on stream. Cornell University actually winning out both of their games last week. First game against Briarcliff, winning out 2-0, and then the second game on Friday was against I believe it was Simpson. And they actually won 2-1, so they were able to take at least a map off of Cornell. So we'll have to see if Cornell can at least try to extend this their lead to a 3-0 victory. Honestly, I mean, it's definitely possible.
Yeah, I mean they've started off particularly well. On the other hand, Drury, do we know what their record is?
I haven't been able to see it. But week 1 they started out playing against, it looks like it was Illinois. Right? Was this Illinois? Oh boy, yeah, Illinois College, and then they played against Columbia. Oh no, Grandview. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong page. So I don't have the records for those games.
So they played against some people, and there was some amount of
some wins, some losses, somewhere, somehow.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, hey, we'll see if they perform well. We can probably presume that they probably went out on those games.
It seems like they may have won against Illinois, but I'm not certain about that.
Oh, well, I mean, hey, either way, I'm excited to see these two teams duke it out tonight. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, I think it'll be really, really fun. We already have the map pick and ban through. It'll be Abyss, then Pearl, then Fracture. We have actually yet to see Abyss or Pearl.
I mean, I'm a big fan of Abyss. I know a lot of people have their problems with it. I'm really excited to see it, especially with the Tejo combos that we've seen a lot. Since he's been released. I love seeing the Yorg played on that map. Even the Astra smokes in these walls and how they can get creative with even the gravity wells. I'm really excited to see how these players just kind of duke it out.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun compositions that can happen. Drury University will start defense, meaning it was Cornell's pick, this Abyss, and it kind of lends itself well to how we saw Cornell play last week. They play a lot through Lend and Lend4 and through FET. And they're a really fun combination of players to watch in there.
I mean, yeah, it's just, I think really it boils down to who's feeling it when. I mean, Drury are gonna have a tough time, especially if they are 1-1 or if they're 2-0, 0-2 this so far these weeks. Cornell University have been looking great. These combos that they've been able to kind of just pull together throughout their team chemistry has been phenomenal. Now, again, every highs is also followed up with some lows. So we'll have to see if, maybe this week, if they're going to have some trouble with it or if the team chemistry, again, is just off the chart.
I mean, we'll find out. It seems to be right now, the reason we are not in game is we're having a tech issue from one player. So we are still currently waiting on that one player to just jump in. So that way we're at full 10 folks in the lobby to play. We can start diving down a little bit further to some of these other maps, right? We also have yet to see Pearl on stream. We didn't get to see it on Friday. I know you weren't casting Friday. We
Yeah.
didn't get to see it on Friday either, but we did see Fracture. So I think Pearl's a little bit interesting now, right? With the addition of Tejo, especially that very long corridor. I think it's over on the A side of that map.
Yeah.
And Tejo Ultimate kind of just feels like it fits that perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's a tough part because I feel like Teo is really strong against these tight corridors, which Pearl has a lot of. But when I'm thinking about these sites, I'm not thinking them having, tight corners, short little corridors. Like they have the backside over by A, but you have to get all the way up to that point to be able to use your missiles on Teo. So I think it's not going to be the most desired pick. I personally would like to see maybe something like a Fade, a Breach, a Sova. Honestly, I think some of these other initiators would be a bit stronger in that capacity. But I mean, Tejo he's been running rampant all these games so far, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see him ran. And honestly, if he frags out and whoever's playing him, I mean, hey, more power to you.
Yeah, I mean, that's brutal. And just so we're on the same page, the chat has spoken to us via our producer and has told us that Drury are undefeated so far this season.
Ooh, okay. Now that's what I like to hear. I'm excited to see these games even more, so that these teams are both 2-0 after week 1. Somebody's gonna fall. Somebody's gonna taste defeat tonight. So we'll have to see.
I mean, we will see.
Yeah, I always say, yeah, we will see. It will happen. Now, who is going to fall short tonight? I mean, it's really tough to call. I mean, Drury, like we said, we haven't seen them on stream, so really being able to dissect, who their strongest players are, who maybe the weak link in the chain is, compared to Cornell, who we've seen both times last week on air, and both times playing exceptionally well. So we're kind of familiar with them, so they might be the safer pick if we're picking who we think's gonna end up on top. Drury is kind of this wild card, we don't know too much about.
Yeah, there's not that much. I like. Unfortunately, we are kind of in uncharted territory here with the Drury Panthers. Obviously, we don't get to see VODs. This is Valorant.
No.
And they haven't been on stream yet, so that's where we sit.
Yeah. We're
famed Drury fan Fat Cat, the support for their League of Legends team, though, sitting in chat.
Hey,
Nice to see Fat Cat back.
You gotta support the team.
Yeah, support the homies.
Yeah. No, I mean, we're venturing into uncharted waters here, so this is exciting. Ooh.
Yeah, and just to remind everyone that's just joining us now, we are not just speaking for absolutely no reason. We're currently having a player with a tech issue, apparently having an issue starting the Riot client. So we are currently waiting on that to happen. So until that point, you get to hear the MEC podcast, the Valorant edition version, because there actually used to be a League of Legends edition.
I mean, I kind of want to talk a little bit about the decider map of Fracture for a second, because Fracture is one of those maps that has been kind of out of the loop for a while. So I'm kind of interested to see how these teams play. We've seen it played both times last week, so we've seen at least Cornell play on it, and they seemed relatively comfortable. But I do think in their match last week, I think it came down pretty close to the wire.
All of the Cornell matches have been very close.
Yeah, so maybe Drury can take that to their advantage and the decider map if we get to that point. Now again, we have to get through Abyss first, we have to get through Pearl first. Both maps are going to be very, very interesting, just given the way at least Cornell has played around their players and their team comps with the agents that they play. It should be interesting. I almost want to see a Vise pick today for both of these maps, just because the Vise ultimate can get utilized on all of these sites, the way the wall can get used on the Abyss. I think it's A or B. I think it's A site. Just being able to hold off that complete doorway, baiting out that wall is going to be such a massive thing to do. So I would like to be able to see a Vise maybe picked, but I mean, if we go ahead and take a look here at the agents being hovered at the moment for Drury, they've got the Cypher, which is kind of the gold standard, it feels like, for a lot of Sentinel players.
Yeah, I mean, Cypher has just been very good recently, right? We've seen Len 4 play a lot of it. I kind of expect him to come pick it again here. Over on the other side, we do see Astra, which I think is a good pick. It's going to be on both sides as well. Right now, hovers are looking roughly the same, especially
Almost.
since that Tejo is locked in.
Yeah, almost identical. I mean, Lin 4 still hasn't decided too much on anything, but I think running the Breach Tejo on this map is just needed. It's just the way that Tejo Util can be clearing out backside. But ooh, there's the Vice. There's
Talked about
Vice. Yeah, he's listening into the conversations. It feels like
He's thinking.
But yeah, I
thinking
mean,
about 'em.
look, I was just talking about that. The way Vise is able to hold off this A site is so strong. Now it feels like Vise is a bit weaker on the other side of B because there's a lot more open ways to get about the site. You have to make those jumps around that pillar to get maybe towards the back site. You can always kind of jump around the wall if you go up the main. So a little bit weaker on that side, but A is going to be such a hard site to get through.
We'll see what happens. A lot of this map revolves around mid control. I know historically we've played Sova in mid, a lot of Sova in mid actually, and you can use Sova to kind of very quickly glean what's happening there. We'll see whether teams choose to aggress into mid as much as they had previously. But so far, 30 seconds before the first round, what are we looking to see in this pistol?
Well, I would like to be able to see just a little bit of a rush down either in the like mid like you were talking about, or just a full commit to one of these sites. Astra is able to get a lot of mid control with the way that you can place her stars, and just taking control like that is going to be big. But I mean, look at where Cornell is. They're 5-manned right outside of A, and they've only have the Astra holding it for the side of Drury. So either this Astra is going to get completely ran down, or she's going to have to completely give up sight instantly.
Yeah, and there's a lot of shots there already. So, but you can see that the rest of the Drury Panthers are starting to rotate all the way through mid already, right? The way that this play works in mid for the Drury is that you're just going to push whatever site they end up going to through mid, and if they go mid, well, then you've got plenty of people there. Lamp will get the spike down, and we start the post plant quickly.
Now they do have the Vise wall holding the flank, so it looks like that is something that has been being waited out as they're just running towards the back side of that wall, and they're just waiting for Cornell.
Lamp grabs one, but Mortified still grabs another. He's still alive. Lamp probably should have gone down a while ago. But he's sitting the site. Ken is the last one alive, has already taken one down to Sleepy G.
Lamp is about half HP, so it should be really easy to maybe get the kill, but the rest of Cornell College have just joined up, decided to swing them all at once, and it's gonna be pistol for the side of Cornell.
They brought in the cavalry right there.
Oh yeah, they called them in. But I mean, look, that's exactly what I was talking about. Just a full rundown towards site. Now, to Drury's point, they were able to kind of, take full control of mid because there were no Cornell players holding it. The Vise wall was being waited out, so they weren't necessarily waiting or expecting that flank. Now, in the end, though, the kills did go in favor of Cornell, so ultimately, just it felt like an aim diff at that point. But I mean, it's pistol round. It's relatively even footing, so we'll have to see what Cornell can do with rifles when they have the advantage.
Yep, and we see to start this, right? This is that mid aggression that I talked about earlier. The whole thinking here is you're gonna push mid and get all the mid area, and then you can split onto either site from mid. Looks like Len's gonna be challenged early. He's able to grab one, but not the second.
Yeah, that is the downfall of the Stinger. You got such a fast fire rate that if you whiff all those bullets on the first and trying to get the spray onto the second, you're ultimately going to fall to that 1v2. But Drury are going to lose another player, but Lake is able to get a kill through spawn with the Sheriff.
I mean, that's not just a kill, but that's a free Vandal to grab. Right? That's there's no one there from the Cornell side to even think about it. So that's just a free weapon. He's gonna give the Sheriff over to his teammate here, see if they can do something there.
Now, there is a lot of damage down to Mortified on the breach. He's about really just 1 HP, so any shots from any of these guns that Drury have will be able to take him out and give them the player advantage, but they do have the Astro Stars for the side of Cornell. They can use the Gravity Well to, disrupt the defuse, but the Teo drone is going to spot out all the members, and now just all the concusses are coming through.
Yeah, that fault line was a little brutal. It just really forces them down, and now Lamp is gonna sit over here, play from the edge, as able to get one. Ken's got to trade back. Lake's got another one. Player sitting in heaven does get one, and Mortified's got one more kill there.
Look,
they're able to get two. It was closer than it should have been.
Yeah, Cornell were able to ultimately win out in the end. They got the round, but if you're Drury there, you took away 4 rifles, 4 players that had the gun advantage against you. You should be very happy about that, because this almost guarantees them a round 3 victory and putting the score to 2-1 and try to extend that. They can definitely pull this into their favor. But again, the Thrifty is always possible. They have the Sheriffs, they've got the Bulldogs. So if they play around this correctly, Cornell can definitely extend this even further.
Yeah, I mean, you can see right there that there is next to no buy for the Cornell College side. Lake's already got one to start the round off onto Fett, and the rest of Cornell is already sent packing from this B site. They're looking to go towards mid.
Yeah, that's your Space Maker taken down instantly. They don't have those dashes anymore. You've got to play around these smokes and these flashes and try to see if you can maybe pick out a couple of these players on Drury. I mean, Lamp's just sitting and waiting, maybe trying to find somebody that is going to get a little overextending, but Cornell finally going to group up outside of A, and Lamp will be the lone smokes player across the map, which he does have the stars. He's got those global smokes, so it's not the biggest deal.
No, and he can definitely be the solo player, and it looks like already Blitz is sitting with that duplicated Astra there, trying to figure out if the rest of Cornell is coming to them.
Yeah, not a lot of space has been taken back from Drury, so really Cornell can be anywhere. And now you can take a look. They're worried that they're taking up space mid. They do have the tripwire, so Lamp's going to have to clear that, and this can be information given to the side of Drury, but they're stacking up over on A and kind of taking the gamble.
Yeah, you see the Tejo coming through already. Flash will come through, and Blitz is just stuck in that artillery from Tejo. Ken's right on the side already. They're
so strong. 10 seconds left, though.
Yeah, Ken's in the right place at the right time, but the flash is too good. He's unable to hit a shot. Slowed by the razor wires. Just sitting there at this point.
They did get the spike down, but Lamp had such a big flank there. But Drury were aware of it. Shots coming through, though. Lake is on for a 3K. He's able to clean things up there. Relatively clean retake coming from Drury, it looks like.
Yeah, but I mean, a huge win there from Cornell to get 2 kills, to take away 2 weapons, and to get Spike down, right?
Yeah.
It's exactly what you want to do on a round where you're investing Bulldogs and Sheriffs after you've just won the first 2.
Yeah, I mean, look, Blitz in October, they can't really afford anything right now. 2,600 credits. They do have to get a buy onto the side for October. It looks like Lake was able to toss that over to him. He's got the jet knives, so he's sitting relatively comfortable. You get the headshot, you get the kill, you get the knife resets. That's really what you're looking for. I mean, he's just got to hold these angles, but it looks like he's probably going to be playing actually aggressive here outside of A. He's stacked up with the breach and the Teo, so it looks like a fast A push could be happening from the defense.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier, this mid push, and they want to do it. They're going to keep doing it. Looks like they actually, interestingly, you talked about October with those knives wanting to be aggressive here. He's already in spawn. Lend is thinking about it at the very least as October gets pushed away.
Yeah, he's really getting surrounded now. They're wrapping around heaven there as Fett actually drops and gets killed there, but the spray and the trades are going to come through for Mortified, and Lake finally regrouping with his team, going to be taking the retake, and Lend is actually on such a big angle here that I don't think they're going to be aware of him. He's able to get one.
He sees the other 2.
There's a lot of information given. They're able to clear out the space back behind them, so they know where the rest of Drury are going to be coming from at the very least. So it looks like they're going to make the call, play off site, play around the utility from the Vise and the Astra.
Yeah, Ken walks right through the smoke and walks right into a gun from Lamp. He spots one onto Lamp, and he does get a frag. Knives in the air.
Spike
just
is
to
all the way out in the open. Clearing out the rest of the back side. I'm not quite sure what the play was there. I guess they were trying to find some more, frags there.
Ooh.
Okay, wait,
A
never
little
mind. That's what
close.
it was. Yeah, he cuts that really closely. But I was wondering what he was doing. Massive one. It's kind of upsetting they wasn't able to get a little bit more out of that. But I mean, overall, such a great round win for Cornell.
Yeah, I mean, Len won that round on his own just from the knowledge, right? That three players were mid, that they knew where they were retaking from. That's a huge win on its own, and it allowed them to hold the site just a little bit longer to do something there. See them. This is a straight mid push. This is straight up just a mid push now.
They are clearing everything out now. Cornell have a lot of ultimates online or about to be online. I believe the next one that was up for Drury is actually gonna be the Tejo. So, all right, Blitz does push out just a little bit too far, and Len's able to catch him off guard as Sleepy is going to try to clear out some space. And look at where the Cypher is. He's pushed back into spawn, and October is able to get the frag onto Sleepy.
You know about the other two? He does. He peeks. Hasn't gotten a frag yet with it though. But I mean, they definitely got plenty of information. Lamp and Lend are just kind of in their back at any given moment here. This game so far.
I mean, Lamp can kind of get away with it. He's got those smokes that can go across the map. He is able to spot out Lake though, so he has to try to find the timing now. He is going to have to make a sound cue, but nobody's anywhere near him, so he's able to get the timing. The rest of Cornell trying to hold back side as Lake's able to push out, get one onto Fett and Mortified, but Len going to be able to trade as the equalizers are coming through 2 versus 2, and Lamp with that running headshot there onto October.
Yeah, I mean, October's in a bad place. Ken's in a worse place, right? Len's got the 3rd kill of the round for him. On to Ken, and right now it's not looking great for the Panthers.
Oh, yeah, no, it is not looking great. You're 4-1 right now, almost about to be 5-1 from the looks of it. The buy is not looking great for Drury. And again, I mean, look at how many ultimates are online for Cornell. They've got 3 ready. Jet knives are about to be popped for Fett. He's 1 away. And this was such a great angle from October. It's a little upsetting you didn't get the second one.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that was
that lamp shot was disgusting.
I wish my shots were hitting like that. Just running and gunning, getting the headshot.
If only my Spectre, man.
Yeah, if only mine. That's a little interesting. The little shift slow walk on the drone. Did spot out one member at least, so Sun is able to get the information early for Drury, but I don't think that's going to be prompting enough for them to rotate over, because they've been able to take so much mid control, Cornell, and Drury have to be aware of it.
Yeah, Lamp is just they're starting to pre-fire Cypher trips, and once you start pre-firing Cypher trips, you got to move your Cypher trips.
You gotta switch it up eventually. You can't just do the same thing over and over again. But Drury are able to take Cornell are able to take full mid control as Fett gonna spot out Ken. Some ship damage gonna be able to go over, but nothing too much.
Yeah, I mean, they're finding the players. They just can't land the shots. The players are retreating every second that they do. Fall line comes through. They're not able to actually do anything off of it, right? They came from the Panthers sitting further back towards the A-Link area. Cornell starts to seem to go right into B-Link.
Fett finds the angle, not gonna be able to get it completely onto October. October gonna be able to get his onto Lamp. Ultimately does get traded. Cornell gonna have the player advantage with 13 seconds left to get this spike down.
10 seconds
Yeah,
left.
it feels right now, I know that this is a little bit of a lower buy for the Panthers, but it seems right now that Cornell is able to get onto a site regardless.
Oh yeah.
They were having issues holding sites earlier, but they have seemed to just kind of get onto a site at will. And you can see the Fett going down there. It's not like an impenetrable hold after the fact, but it's definitely seems like something. Lend gets a jet delivered directly to the barrel of his weapon, but Ken's got one.
Yeah, but he's got 3. He's got 3 HP. He's like, I don't know that he's gonna be able to do too much. Both players remaining for Cornell have their ultimates. They've got the Teo, and it's not even gonna be needed. Yeah, the headshot. But yeah, to your point, it just feels like Cornell's able to get onto sites no matter how tall an order or how short it is, because just all this util spam is coming through. October's, getting some of these frags, but to the point there, Senna has to check their corners, and ultimately, just Drury are losing out in some of these aim battles. It really just comes down to it.
We will see a buy-in from both teams. The first operator bought in. Lake's got one in as well. One in, not as well. It's the only one in. They're prepped for this mid take now, right? They understand that there's going to be aggression in mid. Blitz has two. Nice quick headshots. And the operator from Lake grabs one onto Land 4, and so quickly Cornell College, who have been on a tear, are shredded down to just 2 members. And depending on what Lamp wants to do here, now just 1.
You can't just keep giving the ops these ones. You've got to understand that they're going to hold these angles. So I'm not quite sure what Lamp was really going to be able to do there. And now he's left it all the way up to Sleepy G, a 1v4. Now, this is a really difficult take because look at the way they're playing. They've got Teo solo holding B. They've got the operator holding A. They've got both members holding down mid. So,
ooh, the timing there.
If that is, I mean, Valorant timing. We've all been there. We all know it.
Mm-hmm. He seems to know.
The Tejo battle is going to go in favor of Sleepy G. A lot of damage down, but the stun. It doesn't even matter.
Sorry, Sleepy G.
Okay.
I mean, if you unfamiliar with your game.
Well, I should be with how often we've seen them play. Wow, the concuss on these headshots was crazy. Now,
that's
Drury. Yeah, those shots were crazy there.
Producer Alan, is there a chance that we could get a replay of the Blitz 2K in 50% speed in slow motion?
Yeah, we gotta really break that down eventually. But looks like the op is actually getting tossed from Fet's, not Fet's, I think it was Lake's hands into the Astra, as he is going to pop the knives.
Yeah, and already this Tejo ultimate is being used to try and clear this site off. A space been gained already by Fet, just wants to make sure he doesn't actually die here. And Drury Panthers have to play a full 5-man retake, right? No one's been seen by anyone. It's a full retake already.
Yeah, I mean, and so many ults were thrown out right out the back. That add another Asher wall, add another Breach ultimate. There's the Vines ultimate. It's just this is the round for ultimates as Fet's trying to find one with the knives from backside. Gonna be able to get the spray down. Spray transfer is also gonna connect down to 2 there.
I mean, he's just walking through. He's casually walking through the site. Like, what more do you need? Just on a nice leisurely stroll. Happens to take 3 heads off while he's at it. October, the last one alive.
He does have the information with the Cypher ults, but it's not going to mean much. He can't find any of these players, and he's ultimately going to have to run out, and Lenfor's going to catch him off guard. And what was Fet doing? He was just being able to get away with so much there.
Like, there was no joke on the gradually running through, like, walking through the site. That's all it is.
Okay. Well, we
all
have
right, here's that Blitz replay.
Yeah.
In half speed. Bang. They lined up.
They just lined up perfectly.
They just lined up really, really well. Incredible.
Wow. No, I mean, Fet was able to get away with so much. The Jet Knives didn't get anything, so he just had to pull out the Vandal, and he gets the spray onto the first one, and the transfer was able to connect as well. And Breach Ultimate's going to have to push October off the site, and once again, we're probably going to be looking at a full 5-man retake, but look at the angle. Look at where Lamp is. He's behind so many members.
I mean, he should be able to... Saw.
Yeah,
there's Cinna. He's gone. That Tejo is absolutely out of here now. Lake gonna need to try and do something here. Something to try and push in, but he's sandwiched right now, right? These 2 members for the Drury Panthers are so sandwiched. October able to pull out in the right place, but like Lake has Sleepy G right in front of him. He's got a Lamp right behind him. Lamp's got 1, and Sleepy G's got the follow.
Yeah, it is now all up to Ken and October as they quickly switch things around. The stun's gonna slowly push Sleepy G off the angle as he finds another stun headshot there. Now,
Sleepy G may be the greatest stun headshotter I've ever seen.
you know,
That's
I think
3 stun headshots this game.
I think it's just got to be the Kuronami Vandal. That Vandal is such a nice Vandal, in my opinion.
It's a cheat code in itself.
It really
right?
is.
It's like 100% a cheat code. Nice kill there. Lamp gonna be like really well done from everyone here on the Cornell College side to keep together, and then from the Drury side to be able to bring it back. October with the one, Ken with the next.
Yeah, it's just they were able to get away with so much. It's just Sleepy G is just a better player there apparently with the stun. He gets the headshot. Oh, it wasn't the Kuronami. It was
Not the Kuronami.
Oh my gosh,
That
which
other
one was
skin.
that? Yeah, I totally
That other
forget
skin that I
about it.
definitely know the name of.
Yeah, that skin. Yeah. Cornell College already down 1 player. They have mid control, but Drury is 100% aware of it. Is Sleepy G able to get the kill onto the Tejo counterpart? Is Ken trying to hold his own? They're just running through spawn there.
Just a sprint through, man. It is just a sprint.
Spike is gonna go down, and a 2v4 retake for Drury is looking just a little too difficult. I think they've really got to try to, I think, save these rifles. Their economy, I don't believe, is in the best state, especially now that Lake has opted in to buy this operator, and he's able to find one. Finds his 3rd kill, and okay, I'm sorry, Drury. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sorry.
What was with the saying stuff then, man?
I forgot Lake had an operator in his hands, and we saw what they did that one round when he had it.
That one round 17 rounds ago. Yes, we all remember this one round.
They won that. I believe they won that round. He took full control of A main, and look, I'm sorry, Lake. I was unfamiliar. I was unfamiliar.
We're having a lot of unfamiliar with your game moments tonight, to be honest.
I mean, look, we talked about it a lot, though, before we got into this game. We really hammered it in. This is uncharted territory for us. We weren't 100% sure how these games were going to play out, especially since Drury hadn't had a single stream match, and we've seen so much of Cornell. So, I mean, look, this is exactly what we want to have happen at the very least. We want to try to bring back some of these rounds, make it maybe an 8-5, and Lake is able to get the first opening kill onto Fed.
Just one. Just one. The round's not over yet. Cornell have already won this half. So Cornell is very happy with it as it is.
Yeah. Drury just going to slow things down again. After playing a bit aggressive in mid, they're just going to hold these sites, hold these angles. And Lamp is just waiting his time out here around this back pillar. Trying to see if anybody willingly walks back site, not thinking he's there. And
willingly.
I mean,
would be the operative word here.
I mean, look, they don't know. Maybe they run out with their knives out. You know, we aren't sure. But the utility is gonna go out. Blitz is gonna get stuck here, and the util takes a bit of damage, but Cornell are eventually on site there.
Spike planted.
Lake is able to get another one.
And just as we said about every other round, right? Cornell is just able to get onto the site with ease. It's not. They don't have issues getting onto the site. It's the hold in the site they're having some problems with. As Blitz comes through the smoke, grabs one onto Lamp. October with another follow-up, and it's just left onto Mortified, and he's dead.
Yep, the operator in the hands of Lake is a formidable weapon, it would seem, as he gets a 4K last round, gets looks like what was like 2 this round, 2, 3. He is topping out right now with the frags. He's got a 18 and
far
6
and away.
KD. He's what?
Right, the next highest player is Sleepy G's next highest player, 11 frags in the game.
Yeah. I mean, if we wanted to go ahead and take a look at where these players are, Senna's got 6 assists, so Senna's able to at least help enable these players. But just Drury had such a hard time getting their getting their feet underneath them in the beginning of these rounds. So Cornell were able to really take advantage of it, and now it feels like they're getting into a bit of a groove, able to find something.
Oh
no!
The dash is so bad.
That's only got 2 knives left here. The Astral Ball is going to separate all of these players, and the spike is going to go down. Now, Cornell, to their point, they have to try to make the holds as Drury have shown that they can take these retakes even if they're down significantly.
Yeah, they're willing to take them. They don't always win them, but they're absolutely willing to take them. Let's sit in the back of the site. Lamp goes forward with one frag, another one from Fett. Knife comes through. He said he only had 2. He only needed the 1. Len's got another follow-up on Descenda to help flawless the round for Cornell.
Yeah, that is going to send us into the second half of the game. And I mean, that was such a great hold coming out from Cornell. The flawless, this was just really unfortunate.
This is
for
so
Lake.
unfortunate.
The smoke just gets popped a little too late, and he has to get. I'm a little surprised he dashes out into the open, but Fett.
Yeah.
To your point, he only needed the 1, and he got it.
I feel like if you're playing there as Lake, you dash backwards because you can't dash right, otherwise you're off the map. And I don't think you really want to dash forward.
Well, I mean, look, we'll never know. He made the decision.
No.
We saw how it happened, and we'll never know how it could have gone otherwise. But Drury now on the attack here, but Cornell in the second half of this pistol are looking like they're the ones that are on the attack, and
Blitz is in the right place to call this out.
Yeah,
and to get a kill from it, and to get 2 kills from it.
Such a massive placement, but Fett's able to get the trade kills, trying to even things out. If he can get another one, that is going to be the equalizer completely. But Drury are checking their corners. His Len's able to get the 1.
Only able to get 1, but like that one is massive right there for Cornell College, who needed something here. 2 players left, both coming through mid. They're gonna rendezvous towards that A link area. Try to see if they can come through the map. See what they can do.
It'll be interesting to see how they opt to take these retakes, because we've seen how they were able to get onto these sites regardless of what the round looked like on the attack. So seeing it now on the defense, it'll be really interesting. But Sleepy G, the drone, is going to clear out pretty much all of site now, and that should be enough to stall out the push coming out from Drury, though. But the defuse is going to get tapped, and is able to get 1, and that is going to be enough to stall out the defuse.
I mean, here you go. Look, this is where you look at it. We talked about it last week about 9-3 curses and what that really means. And the basis is that if you get 1 round on this pistol round, you start to snowball rounds off of that, right? So you see how Blitz is able to get this 2K in the back. You see how they're able to clutch it over on the A site after the plant goes down. Even though Lend had this really good position, was able to get the 1. We're now at 5 rounds for Drury, and that's a 3-round difference. Drury's going to have weapons this round. They won't have weapons on Cornell's side, so you look to Drury to probably win this round. And the second they win this round, now it is 6-8. Oh, October's got 2.
I'm surprised he was able to get that. I thought he was going to get caught out before he can pull out the Spectre, but he does get 2 there. That is going to be a Spectre down. Drury are going to be able to take sight off of that, but Cornell looking to try to retake. But again, look at where Blitz is once again. He's got so many of these flank angles being held. He's got the information.
Yeah, but they're looking for it this time. They're aware. They're willing to take the fight too. Mortar fight goes down, but the Tejo artillery is coming through. It is so menacing to look at the Tejo artillery coming straight at you, by the way.
Oh, it really is. It's just like, what can you really do? Just like watch it. Drury are going to be able to win that out pretty decisively, but they did lose a couple of the SMGs and rifles that were brought in. The only things being brought out was the Guardian on Lake, and I believe, was it Senna, I think, with the Bulldog. So, but I mean, if you go ahead and take a look at that buy does not look like something that they would be able to lose on. They look like they could win this and send this to 3 straight rounds in a row, but Blitz just has these angles and has these timings. It's just really unfortunate that he turned right as soon as Sleepy G was able to run up behind him with the Spectre.
Mm-hmm. See at the start of this round, right? They're doing the same thing that Cornell did on their attacker side, right? He's getting this mid control really early in the round and trying to make it work off of that.
That's not going to be able to hit the operator shot. That is a crucial shot. That's going to be space being able to be taken, but Lamp is actually pushed through the smoke. And I don't think that Cornell is aware of it. Or sorry, I had that flipped around in my head. The Drury is aware of it. And
That team.
yeah,
That team.
yeah, that team that has the player that's right there. Yeah. No, but the timing was kind of insane. I'm surprised that he was only able to get 1-for-1 there. But Lend has the angle. He's gonna get what's gonna be able to get spotted out by Lend. Now Cornell have the player advantage.
Ooh, Cinna with a nice shot onto Len. He's just stuck in the open. The drone will find one. They'll have some information onto where October is, and October goes down almost instantly. Cinna's got the spike plant. I have to do something with it. Lake walks around the corner, takes Sleepy G. Can he take another head off here?
Both of these players are grouped together, but he does get the one. He's got the dash popped, so he can maybe take a little bit of a risky fight here if he really wanted to. Opts to not to. Plays it a little bit safe. The Teo does have ultimate available, so he could just play off of that if he really wanted to. But Mortified's trying to find this kill onto Flake, but Flake on for a 3K with the Guardian.
Yeah, 3 kill with the Guardian. It's huge to get like benefit of the weapons that aren't Vandal Operator Phantom, right? Because you're not buying into them at this incredible rate. But Lake's got some real nice headshots here. That was the second set in the round that he was able to get. The first set though was very nice.
Oh yeah, but he's 22-8. Since the last time we really talked about it and highlighted, he's only died twice. That is impressive. But
he's been doing very well this game. The question is, can he keep it up throughout the rest of this game?
Look at the
way. You think the answer is yes.
Yeah, you would think so, but look at where Cornell are pushing all the way through. They do have the trip wire that they have to get past, but they've taken so much control out of A main that this should really be, calmed. That Drury are going to be ending on the B site. Now, can they get onto it is the question.
Go ahead. Stand ground.
That they can. Sleepy G's. Oh, he sees a player. I mean, he's done a lot with concussion headshots this game. Oh. Okay, sure. Player falls off trying to fight Len. Len's got a headshot on his own this round as well. Ken's got a trade right back. Oh, October with a kill. This bullet meant for Fett, and another one followed. Just Lamp, only one alive here. Bucky in hand.
Bucky. He can get this one onto Ken, and there it is. Now he does have to.
He may be able to get this one on.
Ooh, he does get spotted out. Now,
I mean,
October is about half HP, so he could possibly get it. The spray's not actually connecting at all. Could he get this? I think this
there's
is
no
about
way,
to dissipate.
right? There's no way.
Oh my goodness! Gosh!
Pros don't
he
fake.
Actually gets it. You picked it up.
He's keeping the Bucky. He understands that the Bucky was the key to success. He couldn't just leave it there on the ground.
Oh, he needed it to carry over. He needed it too. I mean, that was a crazy hold. We won't talk about Blitz, falling off the map there. I think he kind of got caught off guard a little bit.
I think we're okay to leave that one out.
But I mean, October was able to get so much value in the backline, getting both of those kills, that it really made all the difference.
Up until he wasn't able to get it.
Until he wasn't able to. But I mean, look, the Bucky was the deciding factor. It really felt like.
It's just a Bucky diff, man. That's all it is. Lenson in the site.
It's going to clear out back site. He's just sitting and waiting though. He is not scared whatsoever. Dash is going to be coming out onto the top site. Lake's trying to find the first one. Can get Sleepy G, but Len is going to be able to trade him. But Blitz is going to be able to take him out for doing so.
Spike will go down here. This game's a lot closer than it was when we hit the halfway point. That's what I've been kind of saying for the last week or so here, is that the game gets very close if you lose the second pistol. So they're prepped now. Astral will fall.
They were looking pretty on fire the second half of the first of the attacking
second half of the
side.
first half.
Yeah. But Another Ashwell is going to go down, but the Tail Util is going to be able to slow it down. As well as the Breach Ultimate now. They have to try to push through this. They have no information. Drury, as Ken just walks right out, gives the...
He just strolls, man.
Yeah.
What is it with Cornell players and strolling?
You know, they're just on the leisurely walk, you know, playing some Valorant. They're not too concerned about it all. But it's going to finally put Cornell College to a 10 rounds. Now, they are only a couple rounds away from winning out on map number 1. Drury have to really try to close things out. They've only got really 3 rounds to play with to tie it up, and then they have to win another 2 to secure overtime. Now, that's 5 rounds in a row that they have to really have under control, and looks like they are going to call a timeout on the defender side. So it's actually going to be Cornell calling a timeout.
Yeah, I think the timeout's good kind of for both sides here. Cornell wants to make sure that they know what they want to do for the next couple of rounds, right? You're going to have a buy-in here. The question is, what do you want to do with that? What do you want to make sure you kind of stamp it down, or do you want to make sure that if you are to lose a round in the next couple, that you have the ability to bounce back? And Drury wants to kind of do the same thing, right? They've got this player in Lake who's been incredible this entire game, and the rest of the team is lagging a little bit behind the standard that Lake, this high bar that Lake has set. So the question is how do you want to support Lake in this round? What do you want to do to put around Lake? And the answer could be a hero rifle, and I wouldn't be upset at a hero rifle here and have the rest of the players save, and then we do you do it again with Lake later.
Yeah, I mean, Lake does have the knives, so it looks like they're probably just going to save that for a later round. They do have a couple of shares. They do have another Phantom in the pocket of one of the other players, so we'll have to see if they can get anything around Lake. But once again, look at where Cornell, though. They've taken so much control out of A main that they are going to start looking towards mid, and that is where the rest of Drury are going to be. Outside of Blitz, who, once again, we've talked about it a couple rounds ago, where he's lurking, getting these timings, and Sleepy G is going to be a little too pushed out there and takes a lot of damage.
Yeah, Lamp is sitting right inside vent here, waiting for this door to crack open. Mostly waiting to help his team. Lake goes down. That's the rifle. There's 2 on the Drury side. 1 gone already. October's got the other one. Blitz has a kill with that Sheriff, and he's able to pick up the other rifle.
Lind is extremely low on. He is extremely low on HP. He is the only one on site, so Drury gonna be able to push him out. Off. Yeah, he doesn't want to be there anymore. He knows when he's not wanted, and he just left.
Yeah, they should have an idea of where... Oh, that's so unfortunate for Fett. They should have an idea of where he went. Mortified's going to get 1. But they've got to do a lot of work here. Mortified's got another. It's just onto Ken now. Mortified has 3 in the round. Just kind of getting right in their face.
That was actually looking so good for Drury. It really came down to those gunfights. The gunfights were not going in their favor. A little bit of a panic in some of the players. It looked like, I believe it was Senna. Yeah, Senna had the Sheriff and just was spraying, trying to find the shots, and it wasn't going to be enough. And I mean, Mortified able to hold things down just about solo there. It really felt like he was playing a 1v3 almost. But
so now the operator's after Fett. I think this is the first one he's pulled out this game. I saw Lake with a couple before.
I want to say he actually got one a couple rounds ago, unless that was one of the other Cornell players. I
think there was one picked up. I don't think he's bought one.
That might have been what it was. But Lamp's going to get forced out of that angle from that smoke. Takes a little bit of chip damage. It's not going to be a lot, but enough to prompt him to not sit on the other side of his smoke like he did that one round that he was able to get a couple of kills from.
Eyes down.
And there you can see, right? Fett is using the operator to make sure nothing's going to go haywire in mid, right? We've seen them push up mid. We've seen them, well, not get any space mid. So it looks like Drury now has decided, hey, we poked at A early. We poked at B. We've poked at mid. We liked A the best. Let's go there.
Now, Mortified does have the Breach ultimate, so this could really slow things down. Now, he only has the fault line out to try to delay it. Drury are trying to find their way onto site, and then Cornell Lamp just with a 3K.
Just around the corner, it feels like most of those kills were just not really within vision, but enough that he was able to grab them. Right, you could see October here trying to get this fight, but Bet's in the right place at the right time, takes the shot onto October. They move on with the rest of this, and then Lamp with this nice little 3K here, right, just on the edge of this box, isolating each kill on its own, so that way no one else can shoot back. Really well done for Cornell College to get to map point.
Yeah, Drury pulling out all the spots here, all the stops. Couple of Vandals, couple of Bulldogs. They've got one Sheriff, so they have to try to get every little piece of util possible that their credits can afford. The knives have been popped for Lake, so he's going to be the opening person on sites here, as the Vines are going to do a lot of damage to him. He's got only about 85 HP left, but Len is able to shut that down immediately.
This point, the ultimate's going through from Vise right now, right? So they'd have no primary weapons anymore to hold this site. So Drury's got to be careful here with what they want to do. They're trying to play the very deep angles, but generally those favor the rifles, as Mortified gets his first one into the round here.
Viselblint should have worn off by now, and Drury trying to find something, and it's not going to be enough. Drury, 2 players remaining, Blitz and October. There's the Breach Ultimate that should almost just guarantee the round, but
oh no,
we'll get one.
I've got the bat out.
And he does get it.
He got the bat kill. Incredible, incredible.
If there's any way you want that to go out, I mean that's just a fun one. Going out on the knife kill, that's always fun. But I mean, look, Drury were looking extremely good there in the second half of the first half, when they were defending, and they kind of started finding some sort of groove, some sort of movement, in all of that. It just didn't seem like it was able to be carried over into the side swap when they were finally on the attack. But I mean, Cornell, we've talked about them from last week. They just look phenomenal.
Yeah, they look really good, right? They were able to win out last Friday in that really close match that we saw on stream, and they're able to keep kind of going.
Yeah, I mean, I think Drury just had to find a way to really step up, because Lake seemed like he was one of the only players that was online for Drury. I mean, October was playing pretty well as well, but yeah, it's just I mean, that was just a great game from Lake. It's just unfortunate that his teammates weren't able to pull their own along with him. So we'll have to see if they can try to enable that in map number 2 on Pearl. I didn't want to. I didn't want to call attention to it, but that's so funny. I I don't know. As I try going back to the yeah.
Oh, we are so back from break, and I'm alive again, which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
That was a really good map one, right? We haven't seen Abyss yet this season, and it was close up until it kind of wasn't, but it was close up until that point.
Yeah, I mean, Drury, they just had a tough time finding their footing in the first half of the game. They were able to kind of claw it back a bit. They sent that going into the second half about 7-5 or 8. What was it? 7-5, 8-4,
Something like that.
I think it was 8-4.
I think it was 8-4, because then they got 5, and then they got 6, and then it felt very close.
Yeah, they got really, really close, but Cornell were able to really pull things back into really gain control back of the game.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to gain control back. We saw Lake have an incredible first game, right? Like, he dropped 26 or something like that in the loss. It felt like he had a huge amount of impact every single round. It felt like Lamp and Len 4 were really, really good on flanks, especially on the defense side.
Yeah, I mean, Len was able to catch Blitz a little off guard and
a couple of times
have him fall to his death.
Yes, that time specifically, but a couple of times, right? It happened that Lamp or Lend were just kind of in the back lines just enough that it annoyed them a lot. You could see it, right, that it was really annoying Drury.
Yeah, it's just there was a couple of moments that they didn't check their corners, and I really think that just comes down to fundamentals. They really weren't looking around where all these players could be from Cornell, and they were able to take advantage of that. And ultimately, Len 4 and Lamp were able to get these frags where it needed. Blitz was able to get some of them as well early on for Drury. October had a pretty good game as well, but Lake just seemed so far and ahead of the rest of his team that it just seemed like everyone else was trying to play catch up to him, and they really couldn't.
Yeah, we talked about this before, right? In terms of what the maps were tonight, and we're going next into Pearl, which is the Drury University pick, right? Cornell will start on defense here. What are we looking to see on Pearl? I know that I had talked about Tejo earlier, and you seem to be a little skeptical on if we'd see our favorite sunglassed man again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, with how strong he is, I'm sure they'll still want to play him. They'll probably still lock him in. But I think I would just prefer to see one of these other traditional initiators to get these recons. So get like a Sova, a Fade, maybe combo something with a Breach. You know, it's just getting that information. I feel like on Pearl, especially with all these tight corridors, is so important. But I mean, Tejo does have his perks on this map. There are a lot of tight corners, so there's a lot of potential for just playmaking opportunities with his missiles, especially on a back site with that little small corridor alleyway is. They can throw both missiles back there, almost take up complete control of it, and that forces a player out of position, and you can really try to capitalize on it. But I think getting that recon is a little bit more advantageous in the situation.
I don't disagree. I think that there is definitely a time and a place for it. I think that you could run probably a combination of initiators on this map.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we want to run both Sova and Tejo.
Yeah, I mean, there's always an opportunity for that. But I'm going to be really looking at the smokes players for this map. I mean, Blitz and oh boy, was it? No, it wasn't Land. Who was it that was playing smokes for Cornell?
Lamp was playing.
Was it Lamp? It was, yeah.
He was playing.
They were both playing the Astra. Yeah, I mean, Astra is another great pick on this map. With those walls, you can block off so many ways into these sites. But I mean, Drury, they don't even want to think about the Tejo, and they lock in both the KO and the Sova.
Sleepy G has been a Tejo merchant this year, by the way, so far. I do not think I have seen him not play. I think maybe he had one game not on Tejo so far that we have seen, but both teams locked in completely other than Lake's Jet. We do see a Sova and a KO over on the attacker side from the Drury Panthers, so it's a little bit different than what we're seeing on the defender side tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm especially looking at Senna to do a lot of work on this KO, because being able to take out so much of that Vise util whenever pushing into these sites is going to be a massive game changer for them, for Drury to be able to execute these sites. Now, October on the Killjoy, I'm a little skeptical of the Killjoy on this map specifically, because they don't have the universal utility like some of the other Sentinels do, Cypher or Defies.
Yeah.
Guys can throw out the wall and just kind of forget about it. But I want to see what October can do. I think there is a time and a place for the Killjoy on this map. Now, is this the time for play? That's going to be left up for debate to see how these rounds play out.
Yeah, it feels like its own little question right there.
Yeah.
Is this actually the time? Is this actually the place? We'll find out now.
But I mean, look, Blitz and Lamp once again playing the Astra, like I was talking about before. The Astra on this map, you can block off so many lines of sight, especially with the wall on a post lamp opportunity or an execute is going to be massive. But I think first there's an opportunity to just back up completely.
So this is something that I really, really like about watching organized play in Valorant is that if you watch like pugs and stuff, you see not a lot of fighting for that B long area. You see a lot of players just kind of sit back on the defense side. When we watch more organized play, we see that fight very early.
I've definitely jogged my memory about how Lamp likes to play. I forgot he really likes to play in his smokes, and he was able to get one right off the back there. As Blitz gonna find the kill onto Lin. CBG is able to trade it out though, and things are looking very difficult for Drury now as Cornell are 100% on the retake, and October has 3 players that are low on HP, so
and
it is possible.
A nano
he
swarm.
gets the one. Yeah, he does get the first one. Can he find the others?
No,
he cannot.
Nope. That would be a negativo. So
I mean,
first round
definitely possible.
There is always a world, right?
Yeah.
But that world was not this one.
I am kind of surprised that they held on to that nano swarm so late on the defuse. I was not expecting it. I was expecting the full defuse to go through, and he just wasn't able to get there in time. But both of the remaining members for Cornell were really low, and they were almost lined up completely. I think just the aim just wasn't quite there, and ultimately October fell short just ever so slightly.
Just short. Lendable though. Let's playing close up again, right? This is the second time we've seen Cornell College be a little bit aggressive here. You see the razor wires come through very early. This is what you're talking about in these tight areas. It's able to just back up and prevent Lake from stepping any forward. That will be on the other side of this smoke though. Marshall in hand.
Should. Oh, the timing.
Outlaw in hand.
It was almost spot on. But Mortified is going to be able to find the kill onto Blitz, but the rest of Drury are flooding in from behind. Now it's all up to Sleepy G holding sight alone as Lamp is pushed up in a main, but he does have the rifle, is able to get the first and the second kill, finds his third, and the classic shot for the 4K.
We would have been like you would have been happy watching to see 2 kills there. And then you were real happy to see the third, and then you were really happy to see that fourth. Just a couple pistol shots to the side. Mortified gets stuck in a really difficult place right there. But yeah, I mean, look at Sleepy G here, man. 1, 2, 3, couple bullets left, switches to the pistol, grabs one just through the edge of the container. Bing, bang, boom. 2 rounds now for Cornell College.
But, I mean, Drury are able to buy up completely here. The Lend has a Stinger in hand. There was a Bucky bot as well. And now Cornell are going to be on the back foot, it feels like, this round. But Fett, with the Outlaw, he has been able to hit his shots on the Operator. Let's see if he can do so with the Outlaw. I imagine he'll be able to because, I mean, he was hitting his shots. He was.
He's definitely hitting the shots a couple times. At least a little bit.
Just a tad bit here and there,
just a smidged.
But Cornell playing extremely passive though this round. They don't want to give away any of these ones. They want to try to find and isolate some of these caught out players and get some of these rifles overturned. Now the spike is going to be hovered outside of A, with the rest of Drury kind of defaulted out across the map.
Bucky will be prepared here, right? This is the Lamp special. We saw it on the last map as well. There's a smoke in front of him. This is extreme Lamp, except for when Blitz's domain is there.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's an Astra smoke now. Whose Astra smoke it should be for? It was kind of towards Blitz there, but I like the way that Drury played this. They made a lot of noise outside of A. They were able to get an opening kill. That enabled Lake to push up onto site there with Ken. Now the KO nade is going to push Lynn off the angle, but there's only 10 seconds left in the round. They have to get the spike down immediately, and October has such a massive flank though. Gets the first kill. A little tricky on the second one. But ultimately it does get it in the end, and now it's all up to Fett with the Outlaw.
Fett's looking in the right places. He's thinking about it. He's going to poke directly his back into Lake. So Drury will get their first round. Kind of expected how this game goes at this point. So Drury will get their first round. That's the big headline for right now.
Yeah, that for now. Now Cornell are gonna be able to buy completely. This round now is gonna be a little bit dicey. October was able to get a massive flank kill. It's just it was a little tricky getting that second one. It looked like he kind of panicked out a bit, but got it in the end. And ultimately, I mean, I think that was such a massive placement for his kills. He was able to get so much value out of that it opened up so much for Cornell not to have to really worry about.
So, round beginning, Fett with the operator. Just one kill in the game so far. Sleepy G already topped the leaderboard with 7, which is an ungodly amount of kills in 3 rounds. None of them threw a stun yet. That I'm aware of.
Yeah, I mean, who needs a stun when you're fragging?
Well, Sleepy G does. He had a lot of kills with stuns last game.
I mean, well, okay, through the stuns, it looks like.
Yeah,
I mean,
we are in a quick little tech pause, by the way, for everyone. Wondering why this round has not started. We do have a disconnected player. So, I'm waiting on that for right now.
Yeah, it looks like it, yep. But, I mean, look, Fett's got the operator now in hand, and he's on defense on B long. Now, that is exactly where the operator is going to want to play at. Because it's such a long distance for the offense to really have to push through, and if you if you're not smoking off the angles correctly, any little gap, Fett's going to be able to capitalize off of it.
Yeah, no, he definitely will, right? And Fett's been playing very, very well tonight. He hasn't showed yet on this side, but he's been the second person on the leaderboard in the first game, and he has felt like he's played very well so far tonight. Still waiting on one more player to get back in with this technical issue. Is there anything we really want to see the Drury Panthers start to do now as they get into the meat and potatoes of their attack side?
Honestly, I think they really should just start to look for these future rounds. Don't really look to find anything right away right now. You're about, I think it was like 2 or 3 points off of the Killjoy ultimate. Farm these ultimate orbs, get that ultimate online. Then in the upcoming round, when you're able to buy, get those full rifles in hands, execute one of these sites. I believe A is going to be really the optimal place for it to be used. Now, to their point though, they have to try to find out where Sleepy G is going to be on this Teo, because that Teo util is going to be able to destroy rather easily. So it's going to really come down to, can they take Sleepy G out of the equation, who's been really fragging out this map, and honestly overall across both the first game and right now. And if they can take him out, how are they going to go about executing the site with the ultimate?
All right, unfortunately, I have worse news. We have had yet another disconnect. One from each team, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like Sleepy G looks like he's the one disconnected at this moment in time.
I think we've got one of them back in though. I believe I think we're down to one. We've swapped, it seems.
Yeah, it looks like I think it was Ken that was the one that we were waiting on. Now, I guess in the middle of him coming back, Sleepy G developed a tech issue as his own. I mean, I really think at the beginning of this game when we were having a player's problem loading in, that kind of just set the tone. It really felt like, man. But I think he's right. He's about in. Looks like he's got his ping back from the
we're so back
logo. So should be getting underway any second now. But yeah, I mean, look, they're about 3 points off from the Killjoy ultimate from Drury. I think if they're going to be able to get that online, farm these orbs, farm these kills, should be an interesting round for them to have play out. Like I said, just find Sleepy G where he's playing, take that util out from the Teo, and capitalize on it best you can. Really.
Yeah, I mean, that's their goal here, is do it the best they can with what they've got. Lake will be the first person to possibly get got. Lamp sits in the back of this site by the ruined wall. So a drone will be the first thing to go in.
That was a massive place to throw that Killjoy Molly, and Lake's able to get out onto site and get the opening kill onto Lamp. KO ultimate is popped, so he's going to be looking for more to really capitalize off of it, as Blitz is going to be there with him. And Lake getting a second kill as well, and now Drury have full control of the site, all members up and healthy.
Yeah, I don't know if you really would like to go for this if you're Fett. Maybe take a shot or two, but it's not worth it to lose your operator here. He will take Ken.
That is one down now.
Len's on the site. Hold on. What's going on here?
I didn't even realize that he actually made it yet.
Yeah.
Now all he has to do is really hold
he's
Senna
just
off, and now
sticking it. He's just
gonna be able to
sticking
get
it.
He's gonna get it.
Fett just decided that he had covering fire, and he just did it.
I mean, look, that's putting a lot of faith in your teammate there. Lamp, I know, was it Lamp? I think it was that was on site, or was that Lind? Oh my gosh,
Lind was on the site. There was
Lind
Lind
was on site.
on
Lind
the
had
site.
He just put so much faith in Fett hitting his shots there, because they knew that the rest of site was cleared, so all he had to do was hold out a main, and the rest
Just holds it,
Drury
man.
were in Lamps, and or not Lamps. Was that Art? Yeah.
Yeah, they're just sitting in Art, and they pop out one by one by one by one until Lake comes behind. But like, once Lake had come behind, it was too late.
Now, Drury looking to try to draw back the loss from last round. They do have the Killjoy ultimate available. They could try to use this on the take, but Lamp is able to get the first and the second. Can he get the third? Not gonna be able to. The stun is gonna be able to.
The rotate's so quick here, right? Sleepy G is right next to them in Art. Same with Mortified.
Smoke is down, so now they have to really play safe here, as Lind is just going to walk right back out onto site, but Mortified is going to fall to the breach. And now it's all up to October. 30 HP in the running gun, but the Spectre is going to seal the deal.
Hey, did you know that when this game was announced, they said that abilities weren't going to be the things that killed people? It was just going to be pure weapon play.
Didn't they say that it was a precise gunplay and
precise gunplay? Yeah, I think those were the exact words they used.
I think that's what they used. Yeah, I mean, look, Lamp was able to get so much value holding out on the site there. It's unfortunate he wasn't able to get anything else. But again, getting those first two opening kills was able to put them on the site a little bit more of a stronger hold. But Drury gonna call the timeout, and I think that's definitely the time in the place. You've lost 4 rounds, you've only won out 1, and you have to come up with a bit of a creative play now that you're having to eco by with these sheriffs.
Yeah, so October's doing well this game. Lake and Blitz are both doing well, but Ken has put up a little donut on the board so far in the fragging department. He's got to get going a little bit. He was definitely doing well in the last map, playing that breach. It just hasn't totally transferred over into this map so far. And on the other side, right, you see that Len's at 1 kill. On the other hand, Len did hold 4 for a while on the A site. So I mean, you can cut some slack in a couple different places, but when you're on the team that's losing 4-1 right now, you start to look at where do you need to change things? Where is the issues?
Listen, if I've learned anything, I just know that the moment that we call somebody out for doing something, it's gonna change like the next round or the round after that. They're gonna listen to us. They're gonna flip it around somehow, and we're gonna be eating our words. We were unfamiliar with a lot of players' games that first map, so
yeah, that's a really good point.
So Ken's gonna be able to. I imagine he's gonna put on a show for us eventually. But
it may not be this round.
I mean, look, it might not be this round. Now, if he is able to get maybe like a 4K or an ace with a sheriff,
well, now we're
yeah.
Different story. Now we're talking. Then we'd be talking.
I mean, we do be talking. We do be talking. Now, Lamp is gonna be soloing sight here, but Mortified does have the angle from Art, but the smoke gonna block out any line of sight. Now they have to be worried about the push it. What? October? You had the free kill? Mortified had his flash out.
Spike
It's-
planted.
I don't know, man. I could not tell you.
Okay. Mortified able to escape with his life there a little bit for free, but Lake is on site. He does find the
He's
first
just
kill
sitting there.
onto Lint.
Oh! Turned away for 1 second. I saw Fett.
Last player standing.
Just a swan dive into the middle of the site.
Yeah. Blitz is going to be able to hold down sight with the judge. Ultimately does fall in the end, but Ken gonna pop the ultimate to secure the round so that way they can't get the defuse. The Sleepy G is gonna push, try to find these kills, gets the first one onto Senna.
And they go down either way.
Yeah, he does die in the end.
Ken doesn't, though.
Ken, he's on the board now. He's on the board. But okay, I didn't even
Definitely on the
realize
board.
this. Senna, 10 assists already.
Senna's doing well on that mark.
I mean, look, you're playing the Vise on attack. Or wait, was it the Vise? Maybe I was looking at the wrong
No,
player.
Lend is
Yeah,
playing
Le-
Vise.
Yeah, Lend is playing Vise. Who was
Senna, I believe, is playing the KO.
The KO, that's what it was. Okay, so all right, no, never mind. A little bit less impressive. KO is like the assist farmer. You just have to throw out your knife.
Flash
and,
assist, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm a little less impressed, but look, 10 assists, 6 rounds in is pretty massive.
It's like saying
Now-
you're impressed with your friend who throws 3 flashes off spawn in Counter-Strike and happens to get assists from it.
I mean, look, if they help, they help.
If they help, they
gotta-
help, you know?
Yeah.
There's a point in that. Lake's able to get one off the start onto the Opera and Fett. Drury Panthers are looking to try and take this site as is. The razor wire and that wall will go up, isolating Lake into the rest of the site. But there's no real Cornell college players yet, and Len isn't thinking about this. Oh, the timing.
Lake,
Oh, the timing.
That should be enough for Lake to push out from the backside, but the shot's looking a little sketchy, but he does finally close it out in the end. Now Cornell are down a player as the spike is going to get
Spike
planted.
planted.
Yep, drone will go through, so they know where the spike is now, and they know that there's a couple folks back in that hall. October's got one already on the Nano Swarm, but 2 peeking out heaven. Just a couple too many people to look at. Sleepy G's got 1 with the ultimate. And right now, it's just half and half.
The Astral Wall is going to go down, so they're not going to be able to hear when the spike gets tapped. They just kind of have to time it. They're not even on it right now, but they finally jump onto it as Senna gets the flash, finds the first one. The turret kill from October. Wait, what?
I didn't know turret kills were still a thing. That's so 2021.
Okay. I mean, look, that was such a well-timed flash coming out from Senna, but I mean, Cornell with the tail ultimate was able to catch so much value out of it that they really were able to pull back the retake. Now, Drury were able to hold on to it just slightly, and that was a lot of ultimates invested that round.
It was a lot of ultimates invested. And you see that Lamp was thinking about a shorty for a second there. Drury's had a nice little comeback since that tech pause that we talked about. They were 4-1 then. 4-3 now. It's just 2 rounds, but 2 rounds is 2 rounds is 2 rounds.
It is indeed. But Cornell are on a eco buy. They don't have anything in the hands. And
October
they're
may be
now
very dead.
Oh, they're hunting for October. And
Would you
isn't
say
able
this is
to-
the hunt for Red October?
I would say so. I mean, October is on the red team,
The red
so wow, I
side
mean,
right now.
it's just it all fell into place perfectly. But the
Sean
spike is
Connery in a
planted.
submarine, man.
Yeah. Some people don't even know what that movie
No,
is.
I guarantee most of the viewer base does not know what we're talking about. Lake's got 2, and the rest of Cornell College goes down 1 by 1 by 1. Sleepy G's got 1, but he can't get anything else. Cinna finishes it off, and we're tied going into round number 9.
This is looking great. Drury finally able to get some footing underneath them. And I mean, look, we saw that map 1. Cornell were able to draw that back after Drury were able to get a couple of rounds secured and try to even things out. But I mean, yeah, that was just a really solid hold coming up from Drury. I mean, Cornell were on an eco buy. They didn't have a lot of. They had a bunch of pistols in hand. Now, they were able to take one away from October, but I mean, the economy on this side for Drury is looking pretty set. So everyone is available to buy the full rifle and full shield.
Operator's looking at the corner, and they're in the right place. Flash comes through.
Ooh.
Nothing will happen.
Is ultimately Ken gonna pay the price for nobody able to clear Fett off of that angle. But I mean, like, there's not much you can really do in that situation.
So quick interlude while everyone's backing up. Actually, Blitz is gonna find a fight here. Mortified will grab it. Where everyone's rotating on this site. I've asked in chat if anyone got the Hunt for Red October reference. The answer was we're old.
I didn't want to say it out loud because I didn't want to accept the fact.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's unfortunate.
We'll have to.
We gotta get new lingo.
Yeah, we'll have to. I mean, what is it? Yeah, I was trying to think of something. I couldn't.
I was gonna say some stuff that we probably not that it shouldn't be said on stream, but I would hate the clips of this being said.
Oh yeah,
on
100%.
stream.
100%. Lake is able to secure a couple of kills on point.
Ooh.
Finds the third kill onto Fett. That's going to be able to get the spike down now.
But
Just a 2-on-1 though. Mortified. Oh, Mortified's the right place. He's just leading with the flash, leading with the aftershock. He's being forced into the hall here, and he's only got 4 bullets. Like, do you know you only have 4 bullets? He does now. Reload comes through right in the middle. They're not sure about where it is. Mortified's gonna
finds the first one.
out. He's just got it. Name a better duo, Cornell College and sticking the spike.
That was such a great retake from Cornell. Mortified and Lamp just able to draw things back from what looked like would have been a Drury round, putting them into the lead. But Fett able to get the shot onto Ken there was really, really massive. But Lake gonna fall short of the ace, and the round went for Drury. Really unfortunate.
And you see there's full weapon buys now for Drury. Even though Cornell College is able to win the round, they still don't get the frags involved and the credits that they need to continue on with their little campaign over on the defender side.
Now, Fett does have the knives, and we know anything, all it takes is one when you're using the jet knives. So we'll have to see if he can get any use out of it. If not, it's going to be looking like a really, really tough round for Cornell to win, as they're actually just defaulted across the map, as Mortified going to spot out Blitz. Not going to be able to get anything else than a couple of shots and a couple of bit of damage dealt onto him, as
Sleepy G's got a shotgun in the corner.
Oh, jeez.
Sleepy G's got a shotgun in the corner.
He's learning from Lamp.
A true team bonding event right there.
Oh, yeah.
A new shotgun challenger approaches.
But that was such a well-placed Fireball. It looks like they weren't even aware of it, and October just pushed a little too far out and was able to get caught off guard. But Senna with the angle here finds the first one.
Finds the second.
Gets the second, and that is going to be a player advantage for Drury. Asherwall is going to go down, and now it is all up to Lent here on site. The knife is not going to spot him out, so they aren't aware of him just yet.
Well, they may be. They're definitely now. Blitz says one.
They are aware.
One
now.
knife? You said they only needed one.
He does get the first one. Lamp going to find one of his own. Gets a second. It's all up to Ken now.
He knows Fett. Fett knows where he is. Does he know he's in the corner? No.
Check the corner.
Can't turn quick enough. He can't turn quick enough. Tie game.
Man. Ken's finally on alive now. He's got a couple kills to his name, but I mean, that was such a great flank from Senna. Gets 2 opening kills for Drury. Fett tried to claw it back a little bit. Gets the first one onto Blitz. Can't get anything else outside of that. But, I mean, that was such a great hold from Drury. Now, the credits, though, is what I'm a little bit worried about. You win the round, but do you have the credits to buy up? They do, but one player was looking a little low. I saw 350 in the bank.
Yeah, I mean, there's a sheriff on both teams. Everyone else has a vandal, but there's a sheriff on both teams. We will already see that the jet knives have been popped for the Panthers. So that sheriff will have some backup behind it. And you see 5 men down of B main already.
Lamp once again back in his domain in the smoke, finds the first kill. Can he get the second one? Sprays not going to be able to connect as Blitz takes out Lamp in his own smoke. Mortify's just trying to do something with the Sheriff, but that is able to get one not before being traded.
They're taking duels and they're trading the duels every single time. And you see that the big Vi's ultimate goes through. All those pistols that they have are the only things they'll get to use. Len4's got one, Mortify's got another. And so quickly, the even trades become very uneven. Cinna's the last one left. Spotted, knifed, flashed, dead.
The knife, if it just gone out a couple seconds sooner.
Last round before the
And
switch.
why did it look like Mortify was taking a look up at us on the camera?
He was thinking about it, man. He was thinking about it.
But yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate Lamp couldn't get anything else outside of that first kill. But I mean, to your point, the trades that looked so even were just swapped for a more favorable trade in Cornell's favor so quickly. As the buy is looking a little interesting on both sides. Sleepy G and Fett not being able to get up to these rifles, so they get the Guardian and the Outlaw. It's really interesting because they seem to be winning these rounds, and ultimately still their credits just not in the best of positions.
Yeah, they want to send Lake in first every single round. Len's in the back of the site. All right, these things are going to be the first things. Tripso, Razor Wires is the first thing. You dash over. Do you just sprint in?
It looks like Lake does, but Len is aware of it.
There's no backup behind it. That's the spike in the bad place.
Lake is just fighting a massive army there on site, but the trades gonna even things out still in October with a Bucky.
Shotguns, man.
Spike is going to go down. Now, Kid does have the Sova ultimate, so as long as Kin plays safe, they can at least delay the defuse, and it doesn't even matter. October's going to get a 3K with the shotgun.
We need a shotgun kill counter, because I have a feeling that the shotgun kills are at an all-time high right now in the MEC. If there was a stock for weapon kills, shotgun kills off the charts, we have to close the stock market because they have gone way too high.
Well, what was it last week? It was just kills in the smoke or through the smoke. This
now
week
it's
now
kills.
shotgun kills.
Well, shotgun kills in a smoke.
In a smoke, yeah.
We've gotten very specific here. Next week it's gonna be shotgun kills in a smoke, only playing Astra.
Only playing Astra specifically with the shorty, not any other shotgun, just a shorty.
Yeah.
We gotta at least up the game and up the ante a little bit.
You
But
gotta make it a little difficult.
yeah, the sides have swapped now. Drury gonna be on the defense. It's Cornell looking to mount a little bit of a lead if they can on the attack.
I mean, Fett's sprinting down Link already, right? This is hugely quick.
They
won't even be able to get
now.
the Now Swarm.
Yeah, October is not going to be able to hold out anything there. But can we take a look at where Lamp is? Just look at where this man is. He's dividing up the site and just trying to find someone caught out.
He has yet to find anyone.
Yeah, nobody's going to be heading that direction quite yet, but October's able to finally get one outside of Heaven here. Finds a second kill. Now, these are massive kills coming through.
Oh, Sleepy G.
Drone going out.
Drone gonna try to
They're
spot
just sticking
out
it.
some of
They're
these
sticking
players.
it.
They're not even on site. Lamp is gonna get the kill, but it's gonna be too little too late. Drury gonna be able to get the pistol round on the second half.
Pros don't fake stocks also going up tonight, man.
Oh yeah.
That's the third on this map.
Yeah, we gotta invest a little bit now.
Yeah, really.
But
Where's
Lamp-
MEC coin?
MEC coin. We might have to pitch
We
that
gotta
up
talk to
the
some
higher.
people.
Yeah, we gotta make a couple phone calls here, but I mean, just Lamp had such a massive flank, but it didn't seem to really amount to anything. Kind of surprised because he's usually able to get something out of it, but Lake playing aggressive here with the Outlaw off the flash, and not gonna find anybody because the rest of Cornell are just running it in mid there.
Yeah, they're running it mid. They're running it towards Art, so Blitz will know about at least one now, right? Fett's seen one.
He is pushed off the angle. His concussion from the fault line.
Yes,
Gonna
but there's a
put him
smoke.
Oh no. No shotguns on the board though.
No
So-
shotguns on the board, and Blitz just looking in the wrong direction.
Ken is able to get the first two, finds the third one. Can he get the fourth though?
He's doing his best Sleepy G impression right there, man. There you go. 3 on Ken, same place, same gun. Send out October, finish it out. But right now, Drury up 2 rounds. Their first lead of the night.
Listen, we were talking about Ken, how he had to get on the board. Now look at him. He's 8 kills, just a couple behind. I think it was October there. But yeah, I mean, that was such a great hold. Now, Drury did lose out on 2 rifles, I believe it looked like. So not gonna be able to have a full safe buy. Now Cornell looking to try to get on the board now. So they do buy up full shields and vandals for most players.
For most, right? And it does seem that Cornell College has decided the B site is where they would like to go, at least to start. That Killjoy turret going to be used quickly.
It's gonna be all up to October as Fett is gonna be able to spot him out.
It's
and
not up to
has
October. He's
get
gone. He's out.
But yeah, no, I was about to say he's gonna be able to get the kill onto Fett. Nope, Fett's gonna peek, get the headshot, get the kill, and that's gonna be Spite planted. Now, we'll have to see how Drury go about retaking this. They do have flashes and smokes available, and Lake gets the opening kill onto Lamp. A little bit of team damage coming through.
Wait, at this point, peeking into Fett, won't be able to find anything. Fett's got 2 people in front of him, doesn't have the up-down unlock. Sleepy G's got 1, 2 lined up for Fett, but he's not able to grab the second. It's just 1 left. Sinnet does not have the time at this point.
Nice noise.
Just 25 HP.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Util's gonna-
especially when the missiles come through, man.
That is just terrifying. You were right.
Yeah, it is
See
terrifying.
the flying at
Like
you.
it's the POV shot of like the missiles are getting shot directly at you. It's bad, man.
Oh man, but take a look at the operator in the hands of Lake. So we've seen him on the first map. This was just too tall an order for a retake from Drury, and yeah, those missiles are just terrifying. You do not want to see that happening in your
No.
games. But yeah, I mean, look, I think look at the buy on Lind 4 though. He only has a ghost. He doesn't have anything else.
When has he needed more though? I don't point to me to all the times where he's ever actually needed more. Okay, we go
Okay,
based on
I
vibes
won't.
here in this house.
You're right. You're right. Ken gonna get the opening kill onto Mortified. Does get traded out by Fett. So
Well, there's
Slank
Len's
is gonna
weapon
get
right there.
And right there. And you know, you're right.
Spike planted.
It's all he needed, but Blitz gonna be able to take out the smokes from Cornell. So this hold is gonna be just that much harder. Be able to slow down any of these pushes. This Blitz gonna find the second kill onto Fett. Lind half HP on site. Does end up falling. Now Sleepy G has to try to push through.
I try
the
to do
smoke or
something
hold
here,
it.
man.
He does have the ultimate, but it's just not.
No, it's not worth
You've got
using.
4 members away. You've got 4 members alive. You got to try to find something, and Blitz gonna secure it for a 3K.
So Drury Panthers still up by 2 rounds. Timeout being called here for the Cornell College side. They called one in the last game as well, and it had them start winning again. It got them through the game and through a map 1 win. Will we see the same thing here in the map 2 timeout?
I mean, I think so. It's just, these timeouts are going to be able to allow these players to really collect themselves and kind of just formulate a game plan. Because look, Cornell are going to be able to buy up for the most part on a couple of these players. Fett does have the knives, so you're not really looking too much there with the 1,600 credits. Lamp is going to be the only one that doesn't necessarily have a full buy in his hands, but they should be able to kind of craft some sort of creative play to really take advantage of Drury. Because, I mean, take a look. Ken, 2,400 credits to his name, not going to be able to buy full shields and the Vandal. So he's either going to have to opt for a buy coming from Blitz or opt for the half shields. I mean, really, this timeout really could just go either way, just with how close this game has.
It's very close, man.
Yeah, I mean, Drury, they have a lead, but it doesn't feel like they have the lead.
No, it feels like we're fighting round after round after round after round. And you can see, right, even through that first like buy round, it was close.
Get out of my way.
Right. The only difference was Lind had just that ghost.
Now gonna go ahead and take the opportunity to take advantage of this free B long, as Fett is already on site. The knife not gonna get popped, so Fett is gonna still be able to use his knives. The Sova ultimate has been popped from Ken to try to delay this push, but Blitz all the way pushed up into spawn and finds the kill onto Lind. That's a good player advantage.
I keep shaking my head because all of these players have had such incredibly good full flanks this game. Right? You keep seeing Blitz in the backline, Lamp in the backline, every single player's in the backline. At one point, don't you think that probably you check the back, check your flank?
You would think so, but Fett, one knife left. He only needs the one. Doesn't hit it, unfortunately, though. Lamp does fall.
Oh, there's a judge. Oh, no, it only had one shot.
Oh, man. And Drury able to hold on to the retake. They do have just enough time, so it's going to put them to 10 rounds. Just a couple off from sending us to map number 3.
I mean, it's close. It's real close. I know we've said it's close, but like, it doesn't feel like Drury has won a round in a very convincing fashion yet. I think it's like, that's the big problem. It feels like every round is up for a fight, and it could so easily also be 10-7 Cornell College.
Yeah, it's very just nail biting right now watching these rounds play out. I mean, both teams are just playing well. It's really coming down to some of these timings and these gunfights just kind of going up 50-50. It doesn't really feel like anyone's winning or just outright. Honestly, if you put up, if you took away these names on the top of the screen and you told me, hey, look, you take away all the player names too, and told me, hey, look, figure out who's playing and who's winning right now, I really could not tell you. Yeah.
So they just walks. This is what we're saying, right? Is that it feels like on every round there could be something. There's a very small angle, and Cinna just is able to take advantage of it.
Now I'm kind of interested to see how Lake's gonna spot out Lind 4 here, because he's able to get the timing tucked into this corner. Now I don't think that Lind's gonna be able to win this out. I think Lake with his reaction time is gonna be able to get the kill. Now I think the only way this happens, though, is if Lind catches him off guard, and I think it's starting to get possible. He hears the timing. Oh, the shots, though. They're gonna go wide. That is when you're in that situation, you can't let that happen.
Oh, but they're taking B, right? So we see missiles coming through. Oh, and Blitz is just out in the open. He's just on the top, just standing out in the open ahead of the smoke. Cannot get anything.
And that's a flawless coming out from Drury. And as we were just talking about how it didn't really seem like anyone was winning just outright.
There's the outright winning.
Yeah. We are just eating our words tonight. I swear.
It's the true caster curse.
It really is. It really, really is. But I mean, Blitz was able to sit out on exposed for everyone to see and just take the kills for free, pretty much. Nobody really contested him. But I do believe that was a bit of an eco buy coming out from Cornell, so they are buying now.
I would say that.
Yeah. They've got the rifles. Lamp's going to be the only one with the Bulldog. But, I mean, look, if you're on the Bulldog, it only takes about one ADS headshot, but Lake going to get the op kill onto Lamp. That's your smokes player down, so cutting off these angles is just going to be a little bit harder.
Gotta hit shots there, October. He can't hit anything. It's just damage on everyone. Fett's got one onto Cinna, but Cinna's not gone. Definitely a slightly dead turret.
Down but not out. CBG is going to be able to get these spike down. Blitz not going to be able to pick up Cinna, and ultimately timing.
I keep saying it, man. Every round could go in either direction, and Ken's the only one left alive and won't be for very long. Never mind. Eat my words. Make me eat my words, Ken. He's got 2 on the round, 1 onto Fett, 1 onto Lind.
Sleepy G is really low on the HP, so just a bullet to the abdomen would be more than enough to secure the kill. But can he find the timing on Mortify? He does get the headshot, but he isn't aware of him. Okay, he checks it now.
Shock dart's in the right
A
place.
little,
He
little
doesn't have time.
awkward on
He
the
doesn't have
timing.
time.
Concentrate.
He has no timing.
Man. Ken, if you're gonna shoot the dart, just shoot the dart. Oh man.
So remember we said it could go either way?
Yeah, I mean that was the definition of either way.
Remember we said this was gonna be close? Hi, welcome to close.
No, I mean,
Right.
Cornell had such an easy. Well, you get the opening kill from Lake.
This is
onto Lake.
brutal.
Smokes are down. October not able to hit
That's-
any of their shots, and now Cornell able to take site completely, leaving it all up to Ken, who ultimately in the end though gets 2 kills and really evens things up here after getting the 3rd kill onto Mortified, and he should have been able to get the kill onto Sleepy G, but just too much awkward timing, pulling out the shock dart, pulling out his gun, pulling out the shock dart again. And just the timing ran out.
What does Alan, our producer, have on like October that he felt the need to show the October failed spray there?
You know, I'm not too sure. But Fett gonna open things up on the kill to Ken, the Sentinel player. October gonna fall short now. Spike is down. A lot of damage has been done to Fett's here, but it's not gonna mean anything as Blitz is gonna ultimately fall. And now, all up to Lake. I would argue he saves here. He's got the operator, but
This
he's
is
able to find the shot.
insane.
He finds the shot onto Fett. And
We
Mortified
went
just
from
gonna
one of
hold it.
the most dominant rounds, actually the most dominant round we've seen tonight, to the closest round we've seen tonight, into what originally looked like part 2 of the most dominant round we've seen tonight.
Yeah, I don't think Lake's going to be able to get too much more here. He's just going to have to try to save the operator, and the knives are going to go wide, and Lamp's going to be able to deny the save.
Yeah, they're willing to fight that, right? They want to. It's not even that they want the operator. They want to get the operator out of Lake's hands.
Yeah.
Lake
But-
is able to rebuy it, but like,
Yeah, he's got the credits for it.
it's
this is
close.
Yeah, this is coming down to the wire. Cornell are really wanting this one. They're just driving this, comeback as best as they can. And just when
That
it
shot
feels like
didn't hit,
they're
by the
able
way.
we won't talk about it, okay? You know.
Precision
when it-
gunplay. Precision gunplay, they said.
Timeout gonna come out from Drury, and I feel like that's the right play. You're winning these rounds, but it feels like it's so close that you're starting to lose them. And I mean, you've had what looked like a dominant performance, now coming down to the wire. Just Cornell's only down a couple of rounds, 2 away from tying it up, 3 from putting them some match point, but Drury are only 1 away from match points. So, I mean, this is going to be anyone's game. Ultimates are on the board. It's got the Killjoy ultimate, so that can slow the push on either one of these sites. But again, the Teo util is going to be, it should be enough to take that out almost rather instantly.
So we'll see. Lake's operator is the big investment into this round, right? They do not have a bye next round for the Drury Panthers. They have something resembling a bye for Cornell College if they lose this round, but Lake's operator's got to go.
Yeah,
Heavy
I would
here.
argue if Drury do end up losing this round, I think they almost instantly lose the next round. So I think potentially if Drury lose this, we're looking at a tied game, and ultimately that's gonna be really really dicey for Drury.
That was a very scary place for Blitz to go into astral form.
Listen, he was confident that they weren't going to be able to swing out in time and get him.
I have seen some questionable astral forms tonight from both teams. I have not been convinced of the astral form positioning tonight.
We might just have to take them off the Astra, put them on something like the Clove, have them run it down with the ultimate. I think that's going to be the
Just
best.
put them all on
scenario.
Phoenix.
Who needs smokes?
Phoenix
you
has a
have-
wall. That's basically Viper. What more do you need?
Basically, yeah. I mean, and you have a flash. You're basically Omen at that point. You have you're blinding.
See, now you're getting it.
Yeah, honestly, if
It's
someone signed us,
Omen with an int button.
with an end button. Yep. 20 seconds left in the round. We haven't really seen anything happen.
Yeah, and they're not going to show anything, right? Drury's still sitting in the back of the site here. Blitz has one. Sleepy G's got a trade. Just a couple of seconds left, and it's going to be a full retake, but Fett's got two.
Spike planted.
October does have the ultimate available for the retake. I don't know that they want to invest this because Lake has the operator, and that's not going to be your best weapon for a retake in this situation.
We've said this before. We've seen this play before where we said there's an operator and they don't want to just use it. And they've won that round. They, being Cornell in this case, won that round just due to sheer chutzpah, right?
Ooh, Fett is spotted out on the jump peak, and Lake is able to secure the kill. Now, the Teo ultimate, the util is going to push off the spike defuse just a bit, but Lake, I'm combining
This is what I'm saying, man.
How are they winning these rounds? I don't get it. I don't. Oh, that was such a close defuse.
That was insanely close.
Match point.
And right there, it's match point now for Drury. It looks like map 3.
It is looking like map 3, but listen, we can't ever count Cornell College out with how close these rounds have been. Honestly, I see a world where the sweep comes back in their favor and they send it into OT.
I mean, right here is where you see it all fall apart. When Sleepy G goes down, October gets the trade. At 0.23 seconds left on the spike. Just in time, and we're already back in. Teo ultimate on through the site. Cornell College, they've taken it already.
They are already on site. The Astral Wall is going to allow them to kind of take it for free, but Fett's not going to play behind that safety.
It's Astra in the smoke,
does
man.
Pay the price.
Spike planted.
It's not just is it Astra in the smoke. It's well, actually never mind. I thought that was.
No, it was the wrong Astra in the smoke, but it was an Astra in the smoke.
It was an Astra in the smoke, but Lamp is in his own smoke now. And that is exactly where he likes to be. Gets the first kill onto Blitz, but Ken gonna be able to trade it. October finds
He's taking
one.
it.
Does get it half though.
Len's huge so far in this round, just pushing them off and off and off the spike at every possibility. And Lake now just stuck in halls, dead to Sleepy G. Cornell College are not going down without a fight. There's no money. There's no money.
Say, the buy does not look good for them right now. Drury having to opt for some sheriffs. This is going to be close, but Lamp able to get one there is massive. Now, the rest of Cornell are playing relatively safe here. And, I mean, this was just... Lake couldn't do anything there. He got trapped between both of the Vise bushes, so he couldn't walk out. He couldn't dash out, or else he would take a lot of damage. And ultimately, just has to kind of give his life up to Drury, not to Drury, to Cornell.
Okay, Len's got one, he's got two, got three. Ken finally grabs the trade, but you got to start thinking this is a Cornell round if you've ever seen one here.
Oh, yeah.
We've also seen these go in the wrong direction.
Honestly,
Planted.
there's one. So already just closing things out. Just down only one player, and Ken does have a rifle, but that is quickly taken away by Lamp. And Cornell, they want to send this to OT.
It all comes down, man.
Oh man, this is gonna be close as Drury finally able to buy up this round. So they don't win out. We're going to see OT, and I believe this is actually gonna be the first time for any of the games played so far. I don't know that
So far on stream, we have yet to see OT. It's gotten close. Hasn't been OT yet.
Yep, and there's the timeout from Cornell. They want to try to craft something to secure this round, and ultimately, I think they're the ones to. They would be the ones to do it here. I mean,
Feels like Cornell has been in very close games this entire season, right? We saw them last week in a close game. We saw them on Friday last week in a close game. We're seeing them today in another close game. They do not play easy games.
No, they really work for it. They just don't want it to have. They want it to come easy. They want to work for it, and I mean, they work for it. They definitely do. with the way these rounds have been playing out. But I want to take a look at the ultimates here. Ken does have the Sova ultimate, but Len 4 gonna have the Vise, so the Vise ultimate. That is going to be able to take away some of the rifles on either a post plant situation, but talk about post plants, we should be looking at Blitz's Astro Wall, because that's going to be able to deny a line of sight from the spike on these post plants and on these retakes. So we'll have to see kind of how these all get invested, because ultimately I don't think anyone's going to save anything for this round.
No one should be saving anything here. And you see Fett, he's made so much space so far. Fakes the dash through. But Sinna's still looking in the right place. Takes one shot, rotates, moving up. But look at where the rest of Cornell College is. They're just planted on A. Fett got so much room for them, and now they just play a retake.
Ooh,
and you could play a retake before.
Now, they do have the Vides ultimate still, so I would imagine we should see that popped here in just
You're seeing every ultimate popped here.
Yeah, everything's going to go down. Astro Wall is thrown up. Sova ultimate does find a couple, but Drury
right there, that would be every ultimate popped.
It's all up to Mortified now. Spike's not planted for him.
Nope.
And Drury going to close things out in what looked like a close game, what looked like could have been a Cornell comeback.
Defenders win.
But they hold their own, and they send us to map number 3.
Map number 3. I mean, after how close this map was, map number 3 is quickly showing itself to be a possible banger here. It'll be Fracture. We'll see a lot going on there.
I mean, we've seen Fracture played before. They have been close games on it. I mean, just look at where Lake is. The Lake was once again pulling so much of Drury's weights. It felt like, even in these close rounds, it seemed like he was so active. And Ken just took a little bit too long to get online for Drury, but ultimately in the end, they did win. They end up winning and sending us to map number 3. So I can't really complain too much.
Yeah.
But they definitely need to find a way to secure this footing in these games early on and carry that in for the rest of the game. Cornell, on the other hand, they need to try to find a way back into things. It felt like they kind of slipped out of control from what looked like such a dominant victory on Abyss. And something about Pearl, they just couldn't quite coordinate what they wanted.
They couldn't close the rounds, right? Like, it was close. Speaking of which, we are going to head to a quick break so we can all get a drink and rest our voices for a minute before map 3. We will catch you right after that.
College, and I'm the flex agent, so I play about everything.
Awesome.
From Euro to whatever.
Yeah. Team player.
Yes, team player.
Yeah. Well, first question. You have instant mastery over any skill of your choosing right now, whether it's in game or out of game. What are you choosing?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
In game, definitely aim.
Yeah,
if you can
well,
aim in
you know-
Valorant,
you know how it
if
is,
you've mastered
yeah.
that, you can do anything you want.
You're just clicking heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outside, that's
Yeah.
a tough one. Master singing.
Okay. All right. You trying to like go on tour?
No, I can't sing at all, but I wish I
Yeah,
could.
but I mean at that point,
Yeah,
you
it'd
know,
be fun.
You've got instant mastery over it. Maybe
Exactly.
you're dropping the Christmas album.
Oh yeah, of course.
Move over Mariah Carey. We
Oh,
got
yeah.
a new one in the business.
Oh yeah.
Okay, fair. Well, second question then. Of your teammates, who do you think is the luckiest? Who do you think?
Oh, for sure, the little guy right there,
Yeah.
Lamp. Lamp is for sure
yeah,
the luckiest.
Anything in particular? Why?
He just gets these knife kills, like even no matter who we're playing. We could be playing a pro, and this guy's gonna somehow be in a like behind the guy knifing him, and I just don't understand it sometimes. So I'm like, the guy one taps me, and then he just like is not even shooting at him.
I got a feeling he's probably gonna come back and say, "Nah, it's skill."
Yeah, he says
Sorry.
it's skill. He swears it's skill.
And anybody in particular who's unlucky?
I'd say Fett gets unlucky a lot, where he entries in as the duelist, and that's kind of the part of playing the duelist. But sometimes they just hit insane shots on him, and then they just whiff on everybody else.
The 50-50 just ends up never working.
Yes.
They're just pre-firing for no reason.
Yep. He's first gone.
All right. Well, good luck in your games. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. Have
Appreciate
a good one.
it.
All right. Yeah. And on you.
Okay, hello, my name is Fermin. I'm CRNL Len 4. I play Sentinel for Cornell College.
Awesome. Nice to meet you. Well, first question. You have perfect mastery over any skill of your choosing, whether it's in-game, out-of-game, doesn't matter, but instantly you're a master at it. What skill do you choose?
Oh yeah, no, we're in for a surprise. That's kind of been the theme of today's matchup between Drury and Cornell. It's that we are in the uncharted territory. We don't know what to expect, and honestly, the only thing we can expect is the unexpected.
Expect the unexpected. MEC 2022.
But we are going to be hopping into map 3 here. Drury were able to pull off a pretty close nail biter win in map number 2 on Pearl. So I'm kind of looking at these comps right now, and I'm looking at Drury's, and I'm just like, I just knew that the Breach Tejo was going to get played. I just knew it. I had a feeling that they were going to run back.
You had a
back
vibe
to it. That had a vibe.
The Sleepy G KO. They have played this. Cornell College have played the exact same comp on every map except Linda's now not playing Vice.
Well, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Are we sure it's not broke?
I don't think it's broke. If it's working, it's working.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, look, I was really expecting to see maybe like a Yoru kind of played on this map. I think Yoro and Fracture is such a great duelist to have. But we do have these space takers on the Rays and the Jets. So, I mean, a little bit of a trade-off. Now, the chamber lock-in, though, I'm expecting to see a lot of aggressive angles taken from Lake. Lake has been playing a lot of the Jets and playing these duelists and using these operators. So pulling out the chamber on a map like Fracture just makes sense.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Chamber on this map. I think Chamber's been good on this map since Chamber came out. And I know he's gone through about 1 million different versions of himself as we've gone through, but
he's on a journey of self-discovery.
I think that this version of Chamber is good on this map. I think that basically every single one of them has been, but you can get quite aggressive and use the height advantage to be able to teleport quickly.
Yeah, I mean, and it's gonna be a little bit tricky on the attack side. I feel like him on, I mean, given that's the story with every Sentinel. I feel like playing on a Sentinel on attack is just a little bit tricky because your utility really isn't meant for quick on the fly use. It's more, I'm gonna set this up and I'm gonna play around it. So but I mean, Chamber doesn't play like most Sentinels. You have one trip that you really can play around. He's got the Headhunter, he's got the teleport. So really just his one trip isn't really enough to make or break his play style playing aggressive with the team. And I mean, if you're Lake, I'm confident that his Headhunter shots are just going to be very crisp.
I would tend to agree. Lake's had very good aim tonight so far. So we'll see how that continues on here. We do see a Frenzy bot up. This is the first Frenzy I think we've seen tonight from Blitz. He will get spotted by the tripwire camera. Both gone within moments.
I'm surprised that Lance hasn't been cleared out of sight already and he's able to get a kill. I'm kind of surprised that he wasn't cleared instantly, but...
Again, we talked before. We don't know what's going to go on in this game. We really have no clue. They're looking in the right place. October's got one. He's got a trade back.
The headshot.
Oh my god. What do you even say? What do you even say? That was around the corner, man.
I can't. I cannot.
Can we get this match every week? Like, I super unironically mean that. Like, this match has been insane.
Okay, well, what looked like was a really good retake from Cornell quickly was flipped on its head by a rogue boombot coming out from Blitz.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty.
Okay. Well, we're gonna try to get past that one.
I don't know if we can. I don't know if I'm there yet. Too soon, man.
For his life, so
jeez.
He is able to get the kill, but is rated in the end by Mortified, and Spike's gonna be able to go down. But look how aggressive playing on the other side of the smoke. CVG hears him running away, so has to rethink about where he's gonna retake with his team. But look at where Drury are all stacked up.
Yeah, I mean, Len's in the right place. He's not at the point in the right place though. Unfortunate there. Mortified. He's ready to think about taking the site. Same with Sleepy G. They're all sitting in main here. Running through. Sleepy G. He's thrown out. There's nothing you can do there, man. There's nothing you can do.
Now, I'm a little surprised. Yeah, no, Len just didn't seem to recognize the players walking across his screen there. But,
so,
yeah.
Hold on. Quick with Lake here. That concuss kill is the 4th concuss kill we have seen tonight. I have never seen so many concuss kills in a single game before, in a single series before.
Maybe, you know, they're the ones playing for a reason. I don't think we'd be able to hit stuff like that. I know I can't. So
there's some amount of like luck involved though, because you can't move. Like your sense goes way down when you're in that, right? Like that's to help the concuss.
Precise gunplay. That's all I'm gonna say. Precise gunplay.
Abilities don't get kills, famously, as they give Chamber a gun, 2 guns for abilities. All right, it will be Cornell College trying to defend this B site, as it looks like the Drury Panthers are looking to take the site itself.
Cypher Util is set up, so the push out of B main is going to be a little bit slower than the push from Arcade. But Smoke's gonna go down. The tail ultimate is already popped on the side of Drury, I believe it was.
Yep, it was.
Pushing the
It was
Cypher
in an
off
odd
of
place.
position. Yeah,
Yeah, it was that
couldn't
whole
really play
under
around that.
area. But they were able to just kind of walk forward a little in smokes and not get hit by it. So 5-on-5 full retake here. Len goes down quick though. Quick trades looking like they're there, but Lamp's not able to get Cypher before he teleports out.
That's trying to find something with this ally. It's gonna be really, really tough. But Lake really low on HP as Ken is just stuck here outside on site. Mortified gonna be able to get the kill as he's displaced. Lamp finds one of their own now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. That yes.
One enemy remaining.
Yes,
Blitz is able
this
to get
makes
the-
sense.
Blitz
No
is
way,
able to get the
Blitz.
I don't think he gets it. He doesn't have the time.
Oh my goodness gracious, man. Every round is so close.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Blitz was able to just turn around, get the 180 onto Fett, walk onto site, push Mortified off the spike, and yeah, this was yeah, sure.
Just one bullet.
Yeah, one bullet through the wall while walking. I'm pretty sure shot him in the foot.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, look, great kills.
Blitz just bought just enough time. Like,
yeah, it was. I think that's about as perfect and as textbook as you could have made it. But already jumping right back into things is Drury, getting 2 kills right off the bat.
I mean, this is domination we have yet to see. The closest thing we saw was last map, Cornell College off to a 4-1 lead by the end of the
Blitz
5th
has to
round.
Jump right up on this site. Gonna end up falling to Sleepy G with the Sheriff, and that is one rifle down. Is Lynn playing around the Cypher cage, not gonna provide enough cover that he thought, and ultimately is it's pretty much just shooting guns in a barrel for Drury.
I don't know where the phrase "shooting guns in a barrel" has come from.
Fish in a barrel, shooting guns in a fish in a barrel. You know what? Listen, my brain is scattered with how these games have been going, especially
Fishing
after the
gun.
first
Wait,
round.
they just passed each other. They just passed each other.
We can't.
What is this? This is the most, I have casted some very chaotic games of Valorant in the past. Okay, I like so much so that there is a clip in my casting reel of a team basically doing a seance in their spawn before they walk out for the round. Okay, and this still takes the cake for the most chaotic game I've ever casted.
Fett is glass canning opping this round, trying to put Cornell College on the board. He's trying to find something. I'm becoming delirious right now.
Becoming? I think we are delirious, man. I'm sorry to tell you.
They're just sitting in spawn now. Fett's able to get the kill though, so that is going to help things out a little bit. And the Razor Rock is just gonna take Mortified out point blank. He's gonna eat that one up. Lind, the spray, gonna go wide. Senna gonna be able to get the kill, but Fett does find the angle onto Blitz. Now we'll have to see if they get the spike down. They do get it down. It is planted safe, but they do have a lot of damage down onto the Tejo as Sleepy G is able to find the util kill onto Ken.
They look like they're in the right place to think about this, but if you're Fett, do you really want to give up this operator that you just invested into?
Yeah, I don't think they really need to. Oh wait, so that is a decent angle. Yeah, never.
But it's pros don't fake meta. It's pros don't fake meta tonight, man.
We call out the glass cannon op, and what does Fett do? He gets a 4K with it. About as normal as how things have gone tonight.
Yeah, this tracks.
Yeah, this does track. But yeah, gets the opening kill onto Lake. Is able to hold off the angle as Sleepy G diffuses the spike, and I mean, What a great retake from Cornell. That is some signs of life at the very least after Drury winning 4 rounds in a row.
Some signs of life, just a little bit.
Just a bit.
Just a smidge.
Finally off the glass cannon op, though. Fett does have the light shields, so a little bit extra health available in a sense. Missiles are going to go out, try to force some of these players off these angles. But not going to find anything as CBG is just sitting on site waiting.
Ooh, Blitz is getting pulled.
Blastback is able to get him out to safety, but Lake sitting outside of... Ooh, wait. Okay, Fett's pushed up all the way into A main, so... If Drury look to rotate out, I don't believe they're going to be waiting or aware that Fett is just waiting.
They were pinging like they knew he was there or they wanted to go there. But either way, it's a really good place for Fett to be.
They are cautious around the corner, though, so it looks like they are somewhat aware of it.
They're aware it's a possibility.
Yeah.
It's going
back
back
a possibility.
for more.
Yeah,
30 seconds left.
No one there. They're just pretty to be.
That's exactly where the rest of Cornell are, though. They've got the Cypher util to slow down the push from main. So, wait, somehow they're already in the spawn area, but CBG is able to get the 2 kills onto Ken in October. Spike is down. Senna and Lake able to trade some of these kills over.
Lend?
Lake is...
Well, that's the round.
That is going to be the round. Lake is going to be able to at least take a couple rifles away.
It's so close. Like every round is. I see that it is a Drury lead 4-2, but it is so close.
I mean, look, that's just been the tale from map 1. It feels. Well, actually, I wouldn't even say map 1 was a little bit more solidified in a Cornell win. It felt like Drury took a little too long to get online, but that was just the story of Pearl. Pearl was just chaos and back and forth, super close. This, on the other hand, has just been pure chaos. It really feels like.
Yeah, it does feel like it's kind of chaotic. And by kind of, I mean really chaotic.
Yeah, kind of. I think it's just underselling it a bit. This has been, I mean, yeah, I don't. This has been a game of Valorant. We can say that at least.
It is one of the games of all time.
One of the games of all time, indeed. But do have the Cypher set up on A, so any push from Drury outside of this is going to be slowed down, but they are aware. They clear the util out with the Tejo missiles, and but I mean, Lake is just sitting outside of Arcade once again. He's playing so patiently out here, trying to find if anybody wants to play aggressive, but I don't think he's going to be able to find anything. Cornell are just playing super safe.
I mean, they're playing very safe, but at one point they're going to have to gamble somewhere because at 45 seconds they have no information. Not only do they have no information, Drury have some space towards A, so they're going to need to make a gamble on one of these sites. It will probably end up being A, but you never know. There's the first smokes going through,
and the rest follow as Blitz is going to jump out all the way onto site and takes a bunch of damage from the Tejo util, but it's not going to matter. It's just not gonna matter. Sleepy G gonna have to try to retake this with Fett. Does end up falling to Lake, who was on the flank there, and Fett, you gotta save the operator. I don't think you can afford to lose this right now.
We've said that a couple times. He has yet to do it.
Flash gonna connect, but
Gotta get
Blitz
out.
Does find the first death to Fett with the operator now. Drury, I'm a little concerned about you right now. Okay, never mind.
That got out for a moment, but Lakeson. He's just eating it, man.
Oh man. Well, pretty decisive round from Drury. Only losing Blitz there on the initial push, but not before getting a lot of kills there. The rest of Cornell are going to try to buy around that. And
Oh, it's us. Hi, us.
Hi. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, bye, us.
Bye, bye. little tease of our faces.
I don't know if we needed to tease our faces, to be honest.
Ah.
I was okay not teasing my face there.
You know, you're right. Already, just a couple seconds into the round, Lake has a really early kill opening up onto Lamp there. Now the smoke's down for Cornell. That's actually going to be Spike planted.
Spike planted.
Okay, the Jet Knife is also going to go wide from the Vets as October going to be able to pick up both of the kills on the flank. And Mortified Sleepy G are just going to try to find something. They don't have a lot. They have the classic in hand. It's actually all Mortified needs to get one. Gets caught with util out. And pretty decisive win. Yeah. I don't know.
I couldn't tell you at this point, man.
Yeah, when I feel like we're about to see another close, couple rounds, Drury go ahead and just have a dominant performance on both. So that is going to be at least a 6-6 secured for Drury. But knowing them, they're going to want they're going to want more. They're going to want to try to extend this lead as far and as wide as possible. So that way, when this side swaps and hopefully they can win out on that pistol, they can at least win even a couple more rounds on that snowball. And they want to try to get that map point and match points as fast as possible.
Some drone-on-drone action there. So here's the other thing. Oh, that's a big push into the backlines, but Lake's in the right place. Well, Lake was in the right place. He's now dead. The rest of Cornell College are in a very bad place now. 1A, one rotating through the secondary defender spawn, but it's brutal right now if you're Cornell College to try and do much, right? It's super difficult to hold these sites when you've got 5 men rushing it. And so the question is can you keep this momentum going when you're Drury on the other side of the map, right? When you are on the defending side, can you keep it going?
That is going to be the question. But ooh, Fett almost has the timing on to Blitz, does get the kill. Now that's going to be even things up, but they do have the Breach ultimate. They do have the Brimstone ultimate. So they're just going to play this post plan. They don't want to try to
don't even need the Brim
aggressive.
Ultimate.
Yeah, they just molly it off.
One enemy remaining.
October does end up falling, so that is the Brim ultimate down, but the Breach util is going to secure the kill through
from underneath.
Ground. And Fett ultimately dies to the spike. That is a interesting kill coming out from the util. I've never actually seen that hit like that before.
Yeah, so we will have a timeout here from Cornell College, down 7-2. This is the biggest lead that we've seen tonight. Full stop, end of story.
No, absolutely. I mean, even the first map, at least Drew were able to claw things back a bit. But, I mean, this has just been a total blowout on the side for Drury. They have so many utils available now. Both teams do, unfortunately. So not going to be too much because, we've seen how these rounds play out where they just throw out the ultimates left, right, and center. It becomes very coin flippy. And that is, I don't think that's what Drury want at all.
I don't think that's what either team really wants, right?
Well,
Drury does seem, okay, maybe sort of, I don't know. It currently feels like Drury has the keys to the car and is driving it. Last game, it felt like Drury had the keys to the car and was driving it, but you're in one of those driver's ed cars that the passenger seat also has a gas and a brake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, this is, oh boy. I'm looking at the buy right now and I'm seeing what Lamp has.
Yeah, it's his best weapon this series. And I wish I was being ironic and joking, but it's unironically Lamp's best weapon this series. He should just buy a Bucky every round.
Yeah, I honestly, buy a Bucky, buy a Judge, buy a Shorty, just get all the shotguns that you can and load up on it and then play around these smokes. Like, that's what he likes to do. But Fett playing super aggressive here against Lake, and Lake's going to win out mainly because he's got the better weapon, but I think he also just had the timing on Fett.
Satchel,
struggling. He's
got nowhere to fire.
Get out.
He finally finds a person. The shotgun brought to a bazooka fight, not worthwhile.
Yeah, a little bit of a mismatch up there. I just love the fact that you can hear the shotgun shot right before the bazooka launch. Len gonna be able to find the kill on to the brimstone, so the smoke's not gonna be available for Drury. And Mortified thinking about using. I think he cycled through.
So they layered the Teowalt and the Rolling Thunder, and Lenda's just sticking. He was.
He did get it half, but the spray.
Sure.
I think we saw Mortified cycle through every single piece of bridge util.
He wasn't sure which util he wanted. He wanted something, but he wasn't sure which one.
Yeah, I mean, look, he finally got it, but that was looking really good from Cornell on that retake. They were able to get a lot going, but in the end, just Drury able to just drive things back in their favor. Only have to use the Tejo ultimates. But
all right.
Yeah, well, I see the operator once again. I see it. Oh man.
Only 2 more rounds left here in this half, so Drury wants to get to that 10-2 score line or 8-4. But as you've so eloquently pointed out in prior weeks, 9-3 curse, at least to some people, is real.
To some people it's real, some people it means something, others not so much. And Cornell at least want to try to set things up for it to happen. As Mortified able to get 2 kills, holding on to the site, and Spike is down. Drury have to try to find their way back onto the site to pick this up. And they are struggling.
Yeah. The first flawless of the game, and it comes from Cornell College.
Last round.
Yeah, I mean, look, that Cypher util just set up on site was so strong. They were able to Mortified and Len 4 were able to play around it so well that Drury just didn't really even know what hit them, it felt like.
Yeah.
But last round of the half.
There's an operator for Fed. We've seen him do stuff with the operator. It's not like this team has been totally gone and out of it, right? There's been, at the very least, flashes of brilliance here.
Now the Chamber Ultimate is popped for Lake. I think that's actually the first time we've seen it popped at all.
Yeah, the Tour de Force has not been out yet. He's prepping for it to be, though. Fault line's gonna force Fett back.
Oh, he does have a shotgun, though.
The shotgun.
Oh, he runs out of bullets. He doesn't have enough damage.
How low is Blitz?
He's got to be like at 1 HP.
I'm pretty sure Blitz is like
in the back.
Blitz is actively 1 HP, I believe.
I think he is.
Like look at the bar on the top, man.
Yeah,
like
8 HP.
8 HP.
All right,
That's
Spike
so
is gonna go down.
Bet needed 1 pellet to land. 1 more pellet.
Oh yeah, he just needed 1. Now, I believe Drury are just gonna play off Spike here. They've got the brimstone ult. They've got the. Yeah, I don't even.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, 9-3.
Listen,
True curse context, man.
Blitz. But I mean, look, Cornell flawless 1 to get to a 3rd round win. What do Drury do? They answer back with a flawless of their own. Each team are really bouncing back and forth, even if it doesn't seem like it's that close. I mean, that's kind of been the story so far. These teams are just really playing off each other so well that they're adapting on the fly.
Well, here is the make or break pistol for Cornell. If Cornell can get this pistol here, they start to snowball some rounds. If Drury gets this pistol here, it feels very done.
Yeah, I'm gonna be my eyes right now are gonna be on Lake. He's got the TP set up, he's got the headhunter set up, and that is exactly where Cornell are setting up towards. Drone's gonna spot out at least 1 member, spots out Fett. The fall line's gonna force him off the angle as Senna gets caught trying to fall off the angle and ultimately gets caught out with the Teo util.
He's just prepping for them to bum rush this site. Ken's got 1 onto Lamp. That's like this is the thing. They're going to be really slowed down in sight because of this Cypher util.
Spike planted.
Spike is planted. Drury are now on the retake, so Let's see if Blitz can get anything done here. He's got the frenzy, and that's where all the members of Cornell are. Not gonna be able to get anything as Mortified flashes out from the site there. That's got a massive angle here from behind Ken.
It's not a save. It's not. It's just a good round from Cornell College. They'll get the pistol. And now what do we see here?
Well, they should, I would in theory say, should win this round out and start snowballing even further. They should send this to a 9-5. Hopefully they can win on the bonus round for Drury, making it 9-6 and only a 3-round difference. But we've seen how this can play out. These teams like to play it a lot, very, very back and forth, flippy floppy type, you know. That's about as technical as a term as you're going to get it from me. All right. Flippy floppy. All right. But I mean, it's been so back and forth. Even if Cornell start to snowball the game, I feel like Drury can come back at any point and start putting up some rounds again.
They could, right? It's in either way, and I think that there's real thinking here that like this map could still go either way. We've seen a lot of rounds be really close, and you can't just take this one bit into your entire sample, right? You have to look at the entire sample of rounds we have of Drury against Cornell. We're sitting in map 3. What have they done for us overall? And every round's been close up until this map, at least. That's what it's felt like.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's felt like. Lake gonna end up falling to Len 4 there. Just barely didn't spot out his head on the little box, but Cornell looking to execute here on B as the rest of Drury are actually looking towards A. But the rotates are now going to go through as a lot of sound is being made across the map and Spike is planted.
Drury has absolutely no reason, no instance to retake the site. They're going to try, but they're on just straight classics. Like, there's nothing that they can really do here, barring a miracle. But also, there's no reason for them to not try and retake the site.
Yeah, I mean, the crossfire here coming out.
The crossfire missed.
From Arcade. Yeah, they don't.
Crossfire's missing.
October is actually on site already. I don't think he's going to be able to get anything. Blitz gets a kill with a shorty.
Here's the thing. They may not have gotten the round, but they have done a lot of damage.
Yeah, they did a significant amount. Let's see if Blitz can get Sleepy G before dying. Can't quite get there around the corner.
You can see he's trying to go for that kill right at the end just to make sure that there's no more weapons brought through than absolutely are necessary. And it's so close. You see Len grab that kill right there. There's a thought. There's a bit that it could be, right? For Drury, especially when those sprays start missing in there. And then it becomes really, really close. So you see Drury's got a real buy in this round. Cornell does not. They're still on these like Stinger, Spectre, Bulldog-ish weapons and no full shields for them either. So it could be the start of Drury winning rounds, right? And them trying to force their advantage of the whole first half.
They're running right.
But there's a smoke.
Stingers.
There's a smoke. Lamp in a smoke. Name a better duo.
Lake on a flank. That's my better duo there because he's able to secure a couple of the kills right there and even things out. 2v2 now, and they're just buddied up on the rope now.
They're just yep. I mean, is this a big rotate flank? They're concerned about them hearing, so yeah, I think they're going for this.
Yeah, they think they're all still sitting outside.
They have to break the trip.
Yep, the trip is broken.
They've seen both.
Them out. Yeah, information.
They should have seen both. Whoa. Lamp wasn't turning immediately. I don't know if they think both are here yet. They should know now.
They should know, but look at the angle that Len 4 has. He's only got a stinger. He's playing from that long of range. I don't think he's gonna be able to get it. Never mind. I take that back as soon as I say
he's
it.
A stinger
he gets
god.
the headshot. He has to sick this. Oh.
What is this game? What is this game, man?
Oh man, that's gonna be 3 rounds in a row for Cornell. They're slowly bringing it back. 3-round difference, and it's definitely a possible comeback as Drury having to eco by this round.
Not only is Nico by, but like Cornell's got a real buy here.
Yeah.
And Cornell needs rounds right now if they want to try and win.
Yeah, my
They actually not only do they need rounds, they need like very clear cut rounds.
Yeah, that's
can't
exactly.
They can't sit and like get around and then lose one, and the second they lose, they have no money. They need to start making a bank here.
Blitz is gonna just play the close angle here outside of arcade around the box. He's got a stinger, so just one close encounter should be able to allow him to get the kill himself, but Cornell College are all sitting outside of A from Mound. Oh, from Drop, excuse me. I don't know why I was calling it Mound. I was thinking of Mound on Lotus, because sand. It's all the same to me. Ooh.
Big sand guy. Lamp takes down Blitz. Like, that doesn't really help because they're not going B. But on the other hand, they are going A, and they've got a basically clear A site. So now Drury needs to determine where they really want to go.
Well, not only that, but they need to try to find a way outside of spawn. They were all trapped in there for what seemed like forever now, and ooh, the util's going to do a lot of damage down onto Sleepy G. And the spray through the smoke is going to find Fett. Now, Lamp is on the flank here. He does have the timing outside of spawn, but does he have the timing 100% down? And we'll have to see as he runs up from behind. Mortified trying to spot out anybody outside of sand. That's sand. Lamp is able to find the timing, get the kill. Ken trying to find his way off of sight. Mateo, you're totally going to stop him from getting the defuse. And there's just nothing that Drury can do, it feels like right now.
Right. This is that kill inside the smoke we were talking about. Lamp and Lend and Lake on to find. There's too many L players this game. Right. And everything has looked so close, but Drury kind of seemed to have gotten their stuff together for a minute.
Yeah, it feels like it, but even though that they've kind of gotten something together, they're starting to lose control also at the same time. They haven't been able to buy really anything in the second half of the game. So I think it really could just be an economy diff at this point. They're not able to buy these rifles. They're not able to get an operator in Lake's hands on the defense here, because that is such a big buy for a chamber, is that operator. But October able to get the opening kill onto Fett through the smoke, as Lake finally is able to afford that operator. Gets a kill onto Lend, but Spike is going to go down.
Go ahead.
Fight is low on HP here. Tejo ultimate going to force Lake off the angles, try to slow things down inside where they can take space off, but Lake, it isn't going to matter as Blitz is doubled up with them.
Well, here's the confident round. I spoke too soon.
Right before Lamp gets the 3K, gets the 4K. Does a lot of damage, and what looked like a confident round became rather close, as you say. Oh, man. But they do pick up the operator, so that is going to get carried over. But the economy is looking detrimental for Drury. They aren't able to buy up. They only have this operator that I think they're going to be able to play around.
They're only going to have this operator, but like, it's a good start. They're putting it on Cinna, which is a little interesting. Oh no, they're going to pull Tour de Force.
Yeah, they're going to double up. They're going to double up, double down, but they do have they've got the Bucky on October. The shotgun is out and available, so we'll see what kind of shotgun menace he can be on it.
They're pushing straight onto A. Astro Wall goes up, but they're all on the wrong side, right? Drury's on the correct side in order to help guard this and prevent some of this. They think they're getting... No way!
The sound cue. He heard him drop and sprays and finally gets the kill. And Lend.
That's insane from Cinna too.
Oh, man. What looked like such a dominant round from last has been completely shut out by Cornell. Drury are on the retake. They do have the Raise Rocket available, but all 5 members are still up for Cornell.
It's not looking good right now for Drury.
Ooh, Fett's gonna force off the angle. Ken is able to secure it, so that's something. He finds a second kill onto Lamp.
I don't think any of this really helps them retake the site, though. Like, you still have to deal with Len, you still have to deal with Mortified, and they're not dealing with Mortified, right? The Mortified grabs the 2K, and they just walk away. So Cornell get another round, and it feels like Drury cannot do anything to stop them, except for the heroics of last round.
Yeah, this just is not looking good. I mean, again, the economy is still on the weak end, and yeah, Fett able to hear that sound cue from the drop and able to just get that accurate spray. I mean, Ken was able to pick up a couple kills, so it looked somewhat promising, but again, Mortified was able to hold down sight for so long, able to pick up both of the members trying to defuse. But again, it was just too little too late, it felt like. Cornell trying to secure a couple more rounds, try to tie things up even more. And Drury are just pushing through the smokes here, trying to find something as Lake is able to find one, but look how close Lamp is. Does find the kill onto Lake. Already, Drury are down to 2 members.
Ken? Okay, Ken. I mean, this is looking like a Cornell round either way. So it's 9-10. Could they have made this game closer? The answer is no, but like, geez.
We're having like a part 2 of kills through smokes today. Last week it was all about it. Earlier it was about the shotguns. Now it feels like we've transitioned back towards the kills through the smokes. Oh, geez, this is getting down to the wire. 1 round away for Cornell to tie things up. And then after that, there's only going to be about, what, 4 rounds after?
Yeah, it's going to be close either way for either of these teams to win.
Now, things are relatively slowed down here. Cornell are all split up outside of A. But Drury are trying to find...
Oh, that could have been so huge for Blitz. He needs to left click.
It's just one of those moments.
Like, this is the, like, everything is so close to this game. You need to get that rocket off.
Oh, okay. Lend is able to get out on site. Ken almost is able to get the reload off to spray him down, but he doesn't get the timing. Now that is going to be Spike opened up and planted, but Lake does have the operator. Brimstone ult is going to go down, but that is not where they were planning. They did not plant for the default, so they are falling back onto a main. I think Drury are aware of it. But Lamp is in such a good position here, though. I don't think they have the read on him.
No, they don't. And the spike's so out in the open, too. The pull is really huge. It will take October down. Drury look lost. The second the sides flipped, Drury has looked absolutely lost. And Cornell College tie the game up. It looked like they were lost in their defender side, right? It looked like the game was over. They got 3 rounds. I said the 9-3 curse isn't a real thing. I have been shown out the door at this point.
Yeah, they are going to finally call a timeout for Drury. They need to try to find a place to get their way back into this because, like you said, they just feel lost after the sides swapped. The defense, looks like they're just not even playing the game. They're just trying to find something happening, and they just can't find anything. They can't find their way back in. They need to try to find some sort of creative play, I would say, to throw Cornell off. I feel like Cornell have finally gotten into a groove. They've kind of gotten into a rhythm, and they know kind of almost what everything Drury's doing.
It feels like Cornell, they got stopped 1 round. They have lost 1 round so far on their attacking side. It feels currently like they can do no wrong. Yeah, so the question is if you are Drury, what are you doing? What can you do that is completely different?
I'm not even sure because I feel like we've seen them play both a bit aggressive on the defense and they've played passive, and
they're kind of like giving this round up too. Like they don't have the money to buy in. Let's be very clear. It's not it's not totally giving it up, but they do not have the funds to really buy into this. And because of that, it feels like it's gone already, and Cornell could have their first lead of the game.
Yeah, I mean, Lend is just
Okay.
walking backwards. The
Uh,
lake factor. Okay, he's able to get this
Lake
first
effect
two
snow. No,
Oh,
no more.
Okay.
Second I come with a cool nickname, gone.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Once again, look at where Lamp is. He's in his smoke. He is waiting for someone to push through. Spike
This is
does go down.
Lamp's happy place. Frenzy's close and is good, but Lamp's got both. It's just 14 HP left on him, but they don't really need the HP at this point. They need the numbers. October.
If they can find this kill onto Lamp,
Oh no, that's brutal. That's so brutal. They know Lamp is back there.
I don't even think it matters. The Tejo usually is going to force them off the spike. They have to try to figure out when Lamp's going to push through.
That's a stun.
Senna does get the first kill onto Lamp, but the timing of the defuse is not coming through.
Everyone goes down, but it's another Cornell College round. like, holy man.
I'm still wrapping my head around Lend walking backwards into Lake's crosshair.
This kill for Lamp, like,
it was looking dicey. I'm not gonna lie.
it's still looking dicey, man.
Oh man, we are
Every round feels like pulling teeth, which I can tell you is not a fun feeling.
No, yeah, I've been there, done that. Don't like it. But I think Drury are investing everything in this round. They need to try to.
They have to. And right, if they lose this round, that's it. That's the game. Right, if you lose this round, you are on full eco for the final round. You are playing right here to get something. And the benefit of Cornell College on how they've played this half, which I will say, they have played very well. The benefit of how they have played this half is that they have some money in the bank. Now, it's not that they have tons, but they will have enough for a buy in the next round if they lose here. Drury don't. No savings account here. Lake's got the first kill in the round.
It's going to be a big opening kill because that is the smokes down. So, but it's not going to matter. Cornell already on site.
Spike down A.
Ken's able to at least draw back the equalizing kill. 3 members on each side.
Spike planted.
The spike does go down. Now 2 members are still on site.
They can't really get out from back there. They forced themselves into this really bad corner, and they know where they are.
Oh, but Len 4 has such a big angle.
Oh, Len's so big. Len is huge. And Cornell College get themselves to match point.
Match point.
Clawing themselves all the way up from just 3 round wins in the first half.
This is coming down to it. Now, I will say, I don't think this is impossible for Drury to win. With how these rounds have played out, it's been so back and forth. They
shotgun on the map. There's a shotgun on the map, folks.
The shotgun is on the map. Tour de Force is available for Lake, so that is an operator at least available there. They've got 2 Vandals. They've got a Guardian, so Ken isn't.
It's light shields though. I don't love light shields. Like, I know you have to do it, and I understand where everything's coming from, but it's not we're not in ideal situation territory here.
Push is going to get delayed somewhat. Tejo usual, but look at where Lamp is. He's back in his smoke. Does find the kill onto Blitz. Ken does get a trade kill, but still going to go in favor of Cornell. Asherwall does fall as the spike finally going to go down. And now Drury are on a timer.
Not only are they on a timer, they still don't have the real weaponry to do this, right?
October.
Oh, Sleepy G grabs him with the artillery. It's looking so over right now for Drury. Like, it's really hard to take any of this back. And Lake's gone, and it's just Cinna. He's got another stun kill this game. Oh. But that will be it. Cornell College claw their way back.
Wow, that was a crazy game, number 3. We started off with Drury winning 4 or 5 rounds in a row, opening up the map with a boombot kill, and then all of a sudden on the side swap, Cornell just becoming alive and claw this thing back into a tie, then bring it back to a victory even more so. I mean, Lake, I feel like Lake has been performing so well on all three of these maps. It just feels like the rest of Drury wasn't able to keep up with him.
Yeah, it feels like they tried to, and the second that it got to that defender side for Drury, it felt like a repeat of the first half, just flipped. We didn't think that the 3 rounds that Cornell College got were going to be enough to kind of propel them forward, to propel them through the half. It felt done after that first half. You felt, if you're Cornell College, you felt so lucky that you got those 3 rounds, because it felt like the Drury show.
It really did.
But the second we flipped the sides, it felt like it was the Cornell show. It felt like it was impossible for Cornell College to lose.
Yeah, something just flipped on that side swap, and Cornell were just like, okay, we understand it now. And
yeah,
it really came down to, look, I mean, outside of it, yeah, Cornell gonna be able to win out today, 2-1 over Drury, but even then, this was 3 great games on both sides of the spectrum. Like you cannot be upset with this if you're Drury. You were able to play such a great game of Valorant on all 3 maps and keep it close. It felt like, even if the first game I think was the most Cornell dominated, I would say, it still felt close.
It felt like there was good things that both teams could take away at points on tonight. But there were absolutely bits that you look at and go, yeah, we need to fix that in practice tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, look, that's honestly the best thing that you could have out of a game like this. That you can pinpoint exactly what you need to work on and just immediately fix it.
All right. Well, congratulations to Cornell College. Unfortunately, we will not have an interview tonight. Just stuff happens, and we ran very late tonight. But before we go, you've been seeing this yellow box alternating with our logo at the top of your screen at the bottom left during the game. That's the logo for Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation, which emerged from the front yard lemonade stand of 4-year-old Alex Alexandria Scott, who was fighting cancer and wanted to raise money to find cures for all children with cancer. By the time she had passed away at 8, she had raised $1 million. And since then, the foundation bearing her name has evolved into a worldwide fundraising movement and the largest independent childhood cancer charity in the United States. ALSF is a leader in funding pediatric research projects across the globe and providing programs to families affected by childhood cancer. If you want any more information, they've been a great sponsor to us all year so far. You can visit alexslemonade.org. And that's alexslemonade.org. That's it from both of us tonight. You'll catch me again tomorrow with Speedy for more Valorant action. Hopefully not Cornell again. Not that I don't have an issue.
I should be back tomorrow.
Oh, you're back tomorrow? Oh, never mind.
Tomorrow,
You'll catch both Mavs and I again tomorrow. And hopefully it's not Cornell again on stream. Not that I have anything against Cornell, but like, we want to see some other NBC teams.
Yeah, we want
to see some other NBC teams.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all for watching tonight. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Alex's Lemonade Stand was founded by my daughter Alex in our front yard when she was 4 years old. She decided she would have a lemonade stand, but instead of keeping the money, she would give it to her doctors so they could help kids like her. And she was able to reach her $1 million goal. She passed away 2 weeks later. She was 8.5.